Lower the volume or the microphone. Not the microphone. The music. Lower it down, baby. Guess we gotta do a bunch of chatting and a bunch of that other good stuff before we go to the streams. Anyway, what's up? Welcome to another installment of an appabend's meme stream. Meme stream time, ladies and gentlemen. It is the time for the meme stream. Well, not really. It is 1 hour and 10 minutes before the actual meme stream. As we wait for 1 hour and 10 minutes, see the timer right at the top there. We're gonna spend the first 1 hour and 10 minutes to talk about stuff, to chat about stuff, to do all sorts of question and answers, and of course, e-begging. Links down below, Streamlabs links down below. It's getting right alright actually, because I actually took a bunch of the money, the coins that I've been gathering here. Want to bring it to a nearby supermarket, exchange it for actual usable cash. Anyway, what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been playing? What have you guys been listening to? What have you guys been watching? What have you guys been reading? What have you guys been doing, fapping to? I don't know. Let me know in the chat. We're gonna spend the first 1 hour and 9 minutes to talk about all of that stuff. As for me, what have I been doing? I've been playing some good old LA Noire. I've been wanting to play that game. I've been wanting to beat that game. Probably gonna do a video on that game, because I genuinely want to talk about how a lot of like detective investigation games got some of the mechanics wrong. In my opinion, it's just way too linear. A lot of the games get it wrong. There's only one specific solution, one specific correct answer in order for you to get to a clue. Even though in the real world you can get to as many clues as possible. You can get to a certain clue to a certain point in time, at a certain point in a mystery through many other routes. You can interrogate the person, go bad cop on them, or just piece together the events just through the clues that you can see. There are so many methods you can do that, but games restrict us to do it in this very specific way. Ace Attorney also had this problem as well, but we're probably going to talk about that in the video in the future. But aside from that, I've been watching more Star Trek The Next Generation because I just really freaking love Star Trek. I don't know something about Star Trek just really intrigues me. Something about it just makes me want to go. I just want to keep on watching and watching. And it all started with Star Trek 2009. So you gotta give, no matter how much your opinions on that film, you gotta give that film credit for getting me to Star Trek and actually watch Next Generation. And about to watch Deep Space Nine after Next Generation is done, because that's the people's favorite after after Next Generation. Aside from that, what else? Oh yeah, The Boys season 2 just finished a couple of last week. And I haven't had the chance to talk about it because the pirated version of The Boys didn't actually come out until next day. Well, so didn't get a chance to talk about it. I actually planned to do a video on it, but I just decided not to. Just gonna decide to talk about it on stream because I thought the show was okay. It wasn't as great as everybody says it is. It wasn't as subversive, such a subversive superhero drama or whatever. It's basically just Suicide Squad members fighting an evil Justice League, fighting an evil corporate slave Justice League, and it just doesn't. It just doesn't feel. It's like it's been done before. The concept's been done before. I mean, it's originally a comic in the first place anyway. And the current year stuff, the current year relevant stuff is just cringy as fuck. Stormfront is such a hilariously bad villain that I just... it's just so hilarious. I'm probably going to be talking about that throughout the stream. But let's just say that she is the anti-SJW archetype. She actually mention SJW at some point and how SJW is going to take over the world, and the show paints her as a villain. And at one point she asked this kid, without spoiling too much, she asked this kid, Stormfront, by the way, in case you couldn't tell by the name, is a freaking Nazi. Because it's current year stuff, you have to get into the times, you have to talk about Nazi stuff. She went into this kid, it's like, what have you been watching, kid? No, I've just been watching YouTube stuff. And she's like, have you been watching PewDiePie? Like a Nazi actually asked the kid, have you been watching PewDiePie? I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Just the cringiest fucking thing. That's not even the funniest part. The funniest part was that at the very end, she talks to the same kid. And she said something along the lines of, our country is suffering from the worst nightmare that this country has ever suffered from. And that is white genocide. That's at the point where like the show just jumped the shark. I mean, the show's already jumped the shark a lot of times, but that was at the point where like, okay, I just can't take the show seriously anymore. Well, I couldn't take I don't take the show seriously at all, but the show tries to have the dramatic moments to be 100% serious, and the comedic moments, it's just a bit of an inconsistent tone throughout. And I just wanted to go full on ham, but instead it has a bit of that 50-50. Aside from that, what else have I been playing? I just recently played Battlefield Bad Company 2. I don't know why. I'm just kind of in the mood for some good old first person shooter with single player campaigns. Cause I've been really wanting those sorts of games again. Cause we've been really lacking any sorts of first-person shooters with single-player campaigns, and it's not the sandbox ones the Ubisoft guys made, it's the single-player ones, like the Call of Duties and the Battlefields. I don't know why I'm in the mood for that, though, but do kind of miss those. Anyway, let's get to the chat. Witches and hoes, Cabbage Man. As someone who has finally truly distanced himself from both left and right normie and social elites, I'm finally ready to say I don't care about horny police nor gold diggers. Don't worry, I don't think a lot of people do care about them, but actually depends on who you ask. But it's pretty freaking hilarious to just laugh at them. Cyrus Bluebird donated $5. Thank you so much. Greetings from Slovenia. Not here for long. Have stuff to do. That is pretty much okay. Go do whatever stuff that you do in real life. Hopefully you have a great day. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs, links down below. I can finally turn back to the world of normies and social elites and finally find far more godly entertainment to occupy myself with. Time to hear his thoughts on the Gold Digger. Also, the title can be a movie, same level as Zombie versus Strippers. Ooh, Zombie versus Strippers. Megumin is best girl. You know she's 14, right? Oh, oof, Megumin. Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? I'm doing very well. Thank you very much. Horny, bonk. EA and Ubisoft are at it again. Yeah, actually, what have they been doing? I've kind of been missing on the news. F the horny police. It's that time again. Good evening. Depends on your time zone right now. It is a good morning right now here, so won't be for long. CS time is no fun. Ah, shoot, that is true though. I'm in Discord voice call with some buds getting ready to watch the stream. Cool, man. You're early, Apachana, like Radio Gold Eagle, that boomer. I have always been, always has been. Hey, people, Soul here. It's been a while since I was on Appa stream. I have shit to do though. Cut me some slack. That's fine. Again, that's perfectly fine. Just do your stuff. Don't black people said the N-word, especially on the Twitter, deserve to be eaten up by Josuke's shining diamond. That's a fact. Watch Olympia Kyklos. Kyklos? I don't know what that is. Horny police equals harder shirt. I hit Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett with Okuyasu because she doesn't think the N-word is a bad thing. Did she? Ooh. Thursday night stream. What is this, Europa League? The Horny police got horny again. Ooh, maybe. We'll see. Been playing Pikmin 1 and 2 in preparation for Pikmin 3 Deluxe. Oh, I didn't even know there's gonna be a Pikmin 3. Starting fall anime, playing Zelda games, composing music to which in work in progress, etc. Just went by Robotic Notes, double pack. Ooh. I also noticed that it was on Steam, Robotic Notes on Steam, so I'm probably gonna get to that. But I need to play. There's this one game that that is on my Steam library, but I haven't got a chance to touch it. It's Chaos Child. Probably gotta touch about it at some point. Been rediscovering Papa Roach somehow feels nice. Despite my dislike for multiplayer, I am invading people in Watch Dogs and tailing them. Watch Dogs Uno. Okay, cool. Finally getting started on Witcher 3 here. Cool. It's October's. It's Luigi's Mansion and Horror Game Time. Ah, Luigi's Mansion. I've been playing Destiny 2's Festival of the Lost Halloween event and Assassin's Creed New Horizon. Hey, Assassin's Creed New Horizon. Anna donated $2. If Trump loses, you should use the move bitch get out of the way soundbite every time someone mentions him in the present tense. Oh man, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Actually, you know what? That is kind of true. If Trump loses, he's probably gonna be just like Gamergate and just straight up anybody who mentions him, we're just gonna say, move, bitch, move on. Move on, bitch. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Streamlabs, links down below. This week I've been playing too much Phantasy Star Online 2. Still playing Yakuza 0. Oh, actually, yeah, that is too. I've been also wanting to play Yakuza 0 as well. And I got Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2 as well on Steam. Which begs the question why I bought these two on PS4. I guess I was impatient. I thought I'm gonna be, the moment I beat Yakuza 0, when I bought it years ago, I could just, that was at the time where Yakuza Kiwami 1 and 2 is not on Steam yet, but now it's on Steam, and I kind of wasted my money on these two. So I'm planning to give these two back, not give these two, to sell them to people who will embrace greatness of the Yakuza games. So yeah. Actually, I'm planning to sell a bunch of my PS4 games as well. So anyway. Where's greeting lads, gets who's been potentially contaminated by the COVID, or as I like to call the Nurgles Crispus, gotta pass test next Tuesday. Oof. Early and by. Order in the court, Judge Santa Claus proceeding. Have you played Monmunsu Quest? What do you think of it? I haven't played it. Which anime studio would work for a Star Trek anime or a Star Wars one? I actually do not know. I suppose the guys who made Gundam, the studios who made Gundam, are there many studios who made Gundam? Probably they're going to be doing it, or Legend of Galactic Heroes, or the guys who made those. I don't know, but I do want to see a Star Trek anime. I do want to see a legit Star Trek anime filled with characters and everything like that. I mean, Star Trek needs to be an anime, or it doesn't have to be Star Trek. It just needs to be like the space opera, space exploration sorts of anime where you also have the multiple races. You got the elves and you got the Vulcans, the space elves. Actually, I do want to see Shadowrun, but in space. Yeah, can you imagine that? Shadowrun, but in that sort of cyberpunk-esque setting, except it was in space. Would be cool though. But anyway, I watched episodes 1 to 6 of JoJo Part 5. It's been good so far. Actually haven't gone pretty far on my JoJo watch on Part 5 JoJo watch. Need to actually continue. I've actually been going pretty far in Part 6, but not in Part 5. Planning to go to it back to back, but it's mostly just Part 6. I've been using my Xbox One to stream Switch games, Animal Crossing really, via the console companion app. Now all of a sudden I can't because you can't stream one guy despite me doing so Monday. Oof. Hey, up in chat, we're gonna talk about Magical Girl Friendship Squad. No, not this time, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. We're not gonna be talking about that atrocious freaking cartoon. So many freaking obvious bait references, current year references, and yeah, we won't talk about that. Let's just say that. What would you think about, also recently downloaded Kino no Tabi? Would you recommend that too? Downloaded Kino no Tabi? Would you recommend that too? I haven't played that, so I don't really know. What would you think of a Persona game with a setting where the shadows are in the mirror world and the cast persona is best of a famous knights, for example, in the Knights of the Round Table? I don't really know. I can't really say. Actually, a much better question would be, what do you think the role for the next Persona game would be? Would it be, because Persona 4 we got detectives, Persona 5 we got Phantom Thieves, Persona 6 Power Rangers. Persona 6 needs to be freaking Power Rangers. I want Persona 6 to not just be freaking Power Rangers, to be the freaking Kamen Riders, or just Persona 6 needs to embrace the tokusatsu genre straight up. I mean, they already have a tokusatsu ripoff within the universe. Maybe Persona 6 just stood up a fucking tokusatsu. I need that freaking sort of natural progression into that area. Maybe we'll go into that, but I don't know. We'll see. Is it odd to defend an edgy man in his 40s? Depends who is the edgy man, what has been doing. Also, the view count is 0. What the fuck? What's with the view count? Why is it? Hello? Tess? OBS just got disconnected for a couple of moments there, and then it just came back. And then the view count just came back out of nowhere. All I did just reset the view count, and then OBS is like, they're done. What the fuck just happened? Anyway, and with Mirror World, I literally the Mirror World, and people got dragged by the shadows into the mirrors. Interesting, but I think my tokusatsu idea should be considered. Howdy friend, been watching games repainted VODs, is very entertaining. It's Thursday for fuck's sake. YouTube's been derping me where I try to watch videos and never loads. Oof. Also, Twitter's been derping as well. I literally tried to get into Twitter, but for some reason it's just I can't tweet. I don't know why. I can't access tweets. Hello Appa, how are you doing? Sorry if I used your previous therapy meme stream to explain the dreaded slur world, and I'm probably gonna get backlash by some individuals. Because the thing is, people tell me that, actually no, the L word is actually not a slur. Why are you saying that the L word is a slur? It's not a slur. Well, it actually is, and do you know why I say it is? It's because the moment you use it, a lot of the Hispanics, a lot of the Mexicans, Spanish people, Spanish, Argentinians, it's literally Hispanic people. They will get pissed off the moment you use that word. They will get about as pissed off as if you use the N word to black people. So that's why I said they're pretty much the L word, and you should not use that word to literally any other Latinos or Latinas. Exactly. Have you seen the Monster Hunter movie trailer? Nope, not interested. Poor PewDiePie. Stormfront is based off the alt-right website. Exactly. Nintendo needs to get their IPs and animes each for anime movie. Fucking hell. This week I finished Ouran High School Host Club and also got Yakuza 0. It's on sale on Steam for $5. That's precisely why I bought the other Yakuza games too. Kiwami 1 and Kiwami 2. It's so cheap on Steam. Good morning, Appa and everyone else. Cool. White genocide sounds like a joke. Who wants to see an anime of any of Nintendo's characters? I thought really... actually, kind of think of it. I saw animes of Kirby back when I was a kid, but it was a while ago. I do know that Kirby has an animated series of some sort. So, also thanks to you, I'm getting dragged into the VTuber rabbit hole. Thanks to me, I'm actually very, very expressive in my opinion that I'm not really that much of a fan of VTubers, but apparently because I talk about VTubers a lot, that I drag people into it. If Trump gets re-elected, you bet you'll be a Trump supporter too. Are you right-handed or left-handed? Mostly right, but there are some things that I do with my left hand that I prefer to do with my left hand. Hello, Appa in chat. PewDiePie playing Among Us with Pokimane. Yeah, he has been playing Among Us with a lot of people. So I've been spending hours and hours on Genshin Impact. I need help. If you could have any third-party studio to do a 2D Mario game, who would you choose? It's a tie between Yacht Club Games, WayForward, and Inti Creates would be my preferred choice for developers. Well, WayForward is now pretty much gone. They're out, so can't exactly help on them. As for Yacht Club Games, you know what? They're pretty cool too. They're the guys who made Shovel Knight, I think. Yeah, they're pretty cool. And Inti Creates, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose. Are you hyped for Invisible? Invisible what? Invisible what? What is Invisible? Hey, guys, in terms of gaming, just been playing Street Fighter V for the first time, replaying the Resident Evil 2 remake. Thoughts on Dorohedoro? I actually haven't seen it, so my brother thought Stormfront would be a bigger threat. Yeah, that's the problem with Stormfront, in that she's just a villain for the sake of villain. Dismissing the PewDiePie and the white genocide aside, she's just a really weak villain. She had a very promising start, and she doesn't even kind of present herself. Maybe she's on the vague gray area of maybe she isn't the villain, because the way she talks about stuff that is actually she got a point. Diversity is actually pretty bad. Because he makes all of these anti-SJW points that most people would make. Like, why do we talk about how superheroes should be? Why do we talk about how women superheroes are? Shouldn't superheroes just be judged based on their merits? Like, she actually said that, and the show presents herself as a Nazi, and somehow presents her as this is the bad argument. Only a Nazi will make that sort of argument, or something along those lines. She's also very anti-corporate, anti-diversity, all that sort of stuff, which is the stance that I think a lot of people would take. But apparently, if you take that stance, the show insinuates that you're a Nazi for doing so. So she had a very promising start, but it eventually progresses into, well, she's just a Nazi. She's just a Nazi. So that was disappointing. Actually, season 2 in general was disappointing. But if there's one thing I can say about season 2, is that at least it ends in a very open-ended note. At least it ends where the characters, I want the show to just, if the show just ends in season 2, it would be a very good ending. It's just a good ending for all the characters in general. I know that they're going to continue it all the way to season 3. Apparently, Dean from Supernatural is going to be in it, which is pretty freaking cool. But yeah, I think the show should have just ended season 2. Should just stop at season 2, because yeah. Ever read the Metroid manga? I haven't read the Metroid manga. Played the Legacy of Kain games? I have the Legacy of Kain games, but I haven't played them, and haven't played them other than just for testing, I suppose. Whoop whoop, it's the sound of the beast. Whoop whoop, it's the Horny Police. Darkness Best Girl. I have not heard of it. I think there's a Resident Evil Legend of Zelda manga. You can fuck any fictional character ever, to be honest, they aren't real. You can fuck any fictional character ever, to be honest, they aren't real. Is that can or can't? I thought if they aren't real, then can you fuck them, or can't you fuck them? Which consoles and handhelds you did and still own? You did own, well, the consoles that I did own, the PS1, the bootleg NES, the PS2. I did own all of those consoles, but they're nowhere to be seen. I don't know where they are. As for handhelds, the ones that I own right now, my 3DS is back. Hey, but unfortunately, this is a cracked 3DS, and the SD card right inside the 3DS just cannot read cracked stuff. So my brother apparently is trying to figure out how to re-crack the 3DS again. So, well, good luck to that. Good luck to that for him. I also have the Switch, obviously, and then the PS4 and the PS3 right there. I actually have 2 PS4s, but I'm gonna sell the other one because, well, I don't know who needs 2 PS4s at this point. And also sell a bunch of games. I want to sell the PS3 exclusive ones. The only games that I'm going to keep are Bloodborne and Persona 5. The rest, I'm just going to sell. I'm going to sell Monster Hunter World. I already have it on PC. Sell Yakuza 1 and 2 because I already have it on PC. I would also sell God of War, The Last of Us Remastered, and Uncharted the Nathan Drake collection. I'm going to sell all of those because I already played all of those. And no interest in replaying any of them again. So yeah, I'm gonna let's just say that I'm gonna be rich. I'm gonna be rich selling all of those. If there are any interested buyers, I'm gonna sell them on discount because I don't really I'm gonna sell them at any price, frankly, or at least any sorts of price, any sorts of acceptable price. Negotiations are open. So Dark Souls anime would be nice. I think a Dark Souls anime wouldn't really work. Dark Souls work a lot better if it was an environmental. A lot of the storytelling in Dark Souls is environmental, and the moment you put it on focus, it just loses its charm. Why are people angry at Twitter and Facebook today? It's that's pretty much happens every day. Why is this specifically special? You are late. Am I? I don't think I am late. I know a neckbeard anime will be amusing. EA trying to police behavior. The irony. Not EA. It was, I think, Sony is trying to police people's behaviors, but we'll get to that. An incel and nice guy anime as well. Playing Trails in the Sky FC first chapter Jedi Outcast rate my taste. Trails in the Sky FC is pretty good. Jedi Outcast is also pretty good. So cool. Hey, buying Horny license 200. Picked up Aladdin and Echo the Dolphin for Genesis last week. Echo the Dolphin, jeez. Have you ever finished watching Slayers? I haven't seen any sort of anime in the past couple of weeks, so. As for anime, I've been watching Mobile Fighter G Gundam. Can't wait until Australia bans everything that comes from Japan. Now they ban anything adult related from Japan. I've been watching the first Tenchi Muyo anime. The dub is aged like milk, but I like Ryuki Nayaka's voices. Just wish someone told the latter to speak up during recordings. You should watch One Cut of the Dead. One Cut of the Dead. I haven't seen that. Currently playing Ring Fit Adventure before I go buy groceries. Twitter is getting spooky lately. Hey Appa, is it good or gross the Indonesian chicken pizza from KFC? I haven't tasted it, and not that I'm interested in, so I can't really say. What is your favorite color and why it's purple? I did say that purple is my favorite color, and I like purple because it's a very nice combination between the blues, really calm aesthetic, and reds, really violent. I suppose I say violent and very provocative aesthetic, provocative vibe, not aesthetic vibe of the two. Combine both of those, and you create this very sort of balance between calm and provocative. And in some ways, the dark sorts of calm. And I don't know how to describe it, but that's why I like it at least. I'm sad because my brother sits next to me and I can't draw hentai while he is there. That's a shame. I was just playing this game. So Elite Dangerous was on sale last week. I bought it cheap and I've been enjoying exploring the galaxy, but government imposed a new lockdown and can't play at any internet cafes. Play it on your home. You don't have a PC, I suppose, if you're playing on an internet cafe. So I've been waiting Space Sheriff Saravan. You need to play Steins Gate, Zero, and Chaos Child in order to understand the Robotic Note story. I have watched the Steins Gate anime. I haven't played Steins Gate Zero or watched the Steins Gate Zero. And Chaos Child, I'm probably gonna get to it, but I thought Chaos Child is gonna be a standalone affair. But same thing with Robotic Notes. I don't recall them being like I do recall them being somewhat interconnected, but not to a ridiculous degree. I'm playing Among Us on mobile. I like the game. With it being October, I've been listening to Voltaire. Man, his song sounds so spoopy. Robotic Notes is the best sci-fi adventure. Do you see Magical Girl Friendship Squad? No, not a chance. I'm good. They're gonna be talking about Trump decades after he's no longer even relevant. There are Yakuza games on Game Pass. Yep, that is true. Still been playing Mario Sunshine, and I finished Black Lagoon, including the Omakes. Cool. Twitter is acting up lately. Is Twitter down again? Yes, Twitter is down again, apparently on my end, but I don't know about your end. So, do you ever think about smoking cigars? Nope. I am not a smoker, and even though I am legally allowed to smoke, I am also legally allowed to drink, but I am not going to do any of those two things because I have seen people do both of those things, and I would rather not be any of those people. I would rather be drunk with video games and getting high on video games than I do getting high on actual drugs. It's just not healthy. I mean, I'm already getting weight, and I don't want to put risk on my health more and more with drugs and cigars and everything. What do you think of Skyrim? It's fine. I enjoyed Skyrim. I do spend hundreds and hundreds of hours on Skyrim. I do enjoy it. I do think the vanilla one is not that good, but the modded Skyrim, I do really enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. It's a hell of a lot of fun. That being said, even modded Skyrim just couldn't fix a lot of the story elements that I didn't like in Skyrim. And same thing happens with Fallout 4. There are a lot of mods that really improve Fallout 4's gameplay. It's just that the story content, I feel like it was really weak and it could have been done so much better. And but I still like both of those games. I still enjoy both of those games. Mods are still pretty fun, and Bethesda games in general, mods are still pretty fun. So for a moment, I thought the meme stream was not going to happen. No, meme stream is always going to happen. Studio Sunrise is the last one. I want a Star Trek, Star Wars anime. It doesn't matter that you don't know the series, just see it. What series? Would you watch a Starship Trooper anime? Maybe. It'd probably be cool. if especially if they keep on the militaristic propaganda, satire, and parody as in it. So I'd rather play cheap games because I'm kind of impatient. Star Wars make epic anime. Twitter died. Master Chief get what? Space elves? What kind of Eldari heresy did you stumble into? COVID-19 is Halloween is Halloween in Wuhan now. As Star Wars is basically anime already. Kind of. Shadowrun in space, you have Eclipse Phase for that if I recall correctly. Don't sell your PS4 games just yet because Sony is letting you play all but 10 PS4 games on PS5. I mean, these are games that I've already played. These are the games I've already played. I don't want to play Uncharted again. I mean, it's Uncharted. I've already played Uncharted, and I thought Uncharted was fine. The trilogy games were fine. They're not as amazing as people say it is. They're just fine. They're okay. And then I have no interest in playing them again. Then there's The Last of Us, which again, also I have no interest in replaying The Last of Us. Also God of War 2014. God of War 2018, God of War 4, no interest in playing that. Yakuza 1 and 2, I already have them on Steam. Monster Hunter World, also already have them on Steam. And then FIFA 18, which I don't know why I have FIFA 18. I'm just going to sell them straight up. So those are the games I want to sell. The games that I want to keep are Bloodborne, Persona, and Shadow of the Colossus. Those are the 3 games that I want to keep. And if I actually ended up buying a PS5, I would play those games in the PS5. But the problem is, the PlayStation in general, no, I'm not touching PlayStation in general. With the exception of the controller though. I do want to, the controller looks pretty good and I do want to try it. And I do want to see how it performs on PC and everything like that. Yeah, shut it, Brave. Jeez. Let's see. Shadowrun in space, you have Eclipse Phase for that, if I recall correctly. If you don't know a series, just look it up. It's that easy. What series? Be careful, appabend. The FBI, CIA, Polary bin is watching you. Everybody's watching me. I actually streamed with Mia literally yesterday. I streamed with Mia and freaking Discord disconnects me every single freaking time. It's just ridiculous. She suspected that I'm being taken off by the freaking FBI or the CIA or the densest 88, the local freaking SWAT unit. Can't wait to play Ghost of Tsushima again tomorrow. Oh, because of the new DLC. No, I'm not really that interested. I've played Ghost of Tsushima. I'm good. It's pretty fun, don't get me wrong. It's pretty decent game. So anyone got any dermal regenerators on Senzu beans? I don't know. When I hear about Shadowrun, I just get sad that I've never known anyone that's into tabletop RPGs. Yikes. There were 3 days where I actually enjoyed going on Twitter recently. It was the 10th anniversary of MLP, and instead of politics and other bullshit, I just saw cute and emotional fan art. Cool. Which take is worse? Let people enjoy things, or you hate it because it's popular? Depends on when they use it. Depends on which media that they use it towards. So Persona and the Black Knight, Knights of the Round Table, that's fake territory, you heretic. Politicians, Persona 6 Featherman. Imagine a Shin Megami Tensei game taking place in a steampunk world. Neo Featherman, Tensei Sentai Persona Ranger. I'm just gonna say, if you want a vulgar satire of magical girls parodying Western culture, just watch Panty and Stocking. Yeah. What do you do if I tell you that the Xbox peasants are going crazy because of PlayStation Move to put a screw on their console? I haven't seen that, but I did see, I think it was Griffin Gaming made a video on it. I'll probably check that one out. Persona 6 Yakuza. Nah. Nah, not Yakuza. They need to make Featherman a legit Toku show. I think out of all the characters returning for the previous parts of JoJo, I never thought that Koichi will come back from part 4. I don't mind him being back for part 5. Koichi's one of my favorite. He's only back for a couple of while though. He's not coming back in part 5 anymore again, so view count is my end is on 36. Persona 6, you play as Yakuza. Yeah, this is the point where the stream just got cut off for some reason. Persona X Yakuza. Isn't that basically Yakuza 7? Also in this case OBS as well. Twitter just died. It happened earlier in the week, which is part of the reason we get banned from Discord server due to feeling bad for him with his 2 divorces. If you could visit one isekai world, which one would you visit? That's a good question. I don't know. A lot of the isekai worlds are based on the medieval Western aesthetic. I want an isekai world that is focused on futuristic aesthetic. But then again, that wouldn't exactly be an isekai. Would you count if somebody got cryo freeze, right, for 100 years plus, all the way up into the distant future for 100 years, all the way 100 years to 200 years into the future, and the guy was basically some guy in the past. He just came back out of the cryo sleep, go into the future, and try to solve humanity and everything like that. Would that count as isekai? That would be a time travel story, but Then again, time travel stories kind of count as isekai as well. I don't know. Why haven't you used your Fujoshi clip recently? There haven't been a lot of Fujoshis. Simple as that. Plain and simple. If there are Fujoshis, I would use the Fujoshi clip. But if there aren't any Fujoshis, Hooplas, I wouldn't use it. So today's payday. Ooh, cool. Just bought Valkyria Chronicles 4 and Yakuza 0 for 10 and $4 respectively. Great deal. Absolutely amazing, amazing deals. Great, great deals. Yeah, Latinx. Ooh. Shit, I just said that. Ah, fuck. Fuck, Okuyasu, punch me. Anyway. Oh, wait, what if the villains come out of the mirror world and the cast is to fight them off? I'm trying to figure out how to fix the unhandled exception error on my laptop. Well, that can be caused by many things. That really depends. They should use a regex instead. Can't confirm as a Latino, never call me that. That's my N-word, exactly. Using the L word in Spain gets you a nasty beatdown. Yep. We did a Mario anime. Watch the Evil Dead movies that I'm currently watching Ash vs. Evil Dead series. They're really great. I'm thinking of getting the comics. Groovy. Every time someone unironically says the L word, the Hispanic spirit dies a bit. Watch that L word. We get ban or nuke. A Zelda anime would be good. Redditor is the R word on the internet, no joke. Fire Emblem anime when? Actually, Fire Emblem anime would definitely work. But I don't know when. I don't know when they're gonna do that. Kirby Strike Back at you. Yeah, apparently that's the title for the anime. So, Kirby Strike Back at you. It's called here in the US. Kirby. He's the star of the show. Kirby's a name you should know. Kirby, he's the star of the show. Kirby of the Stars for the cultured folks. The L word thing is BS. Appa, don't know where you get that. Well, it was just an impression that I get from the overall impression. As I explained many times, if you still don't get that, well, try saying that to a nearby Hispanic. They'd straight up punch you in the face. Because that's just crazy as fuck. No. You mean Lab Zero? I think. Lab Zero. Did I say Lab Zero? Anyway. Oh yeah, I got confused. I got confused. Shit. I got confused. I confused Lab Zero and Way Forward. Shit. My bad. Oh, my bad. I confused Way Forward. I confused Way Forward and Lab Zero. Oh, fuck me. I'm really sorry. Sorry about that. Hi, I decided to watch Netflix She-Ra to see if it was bad. Said to be, and it's already good. No good impression in the first 2 episodes, but I've already begun, so wish me luck, lads. Jesus. Any creators to make a Zelda 2 style game. Stories in effect, Appa, you tried warning people about VTubers, but you ended up pushing them down the hole. Which historical person you chose to rule over Indonesia? Nah, I'm good. Wait for it, still kicking for last time I checked. Are you hyped for the Invisible cartoon? What Invisible cartoon? I don't know. Stormfront got Anakin. Got Anakin. That is true though. That is true. What are you talking about? I don't know. Stormfront wasn't a very good Nazi. So long, Gabe Bowser. It sounds like another attempt to vilify reasonable people once you remove the ridiculous stuff. I always thought you got abducted and replaced by the Indonesian government during Mia's stream. Yup, Bowser is gone. Stormfront also cares about good writing. To unite all people within all nations. Bowser is both a male and female anyway. The best part about Season 2 is Homelander. Actually, the best part of the series in general is Homelander. Also known as Superboy Prime. That Homelander is basically just Superboy Prime. I just love to make that joke. Homelander is just basically Superboy Prime. If you want to see what a fever dream looks like in animation, look Xavier Renegade Angle. It's one hell of a ride. So how do you like your Paimon served? Me, sunny side. Just kidding. I wouldn't eat the poor thing. As an African American, I'ma say this about Stormfront. She can get it, bro. Ever read the Zelda manga? I haven't read it. As always, Appa Bro is dead asleep. Have you ever watched The Venture Bros on Adult Swim? It's pretty good. I haven't seen The Venture Bros, but I've heard that it's cancelled, so... Plan on reviewing a horror game for Halloween. I don't plan on anything on Halloween, so... Other than Persona 6, you can choose between male and female main character. That's not Persona 6. That's the Caligula Effect Overdose. Which you can do that, so... Dude 3DS Homebrew has a Nintendo 64 and PS1 emulator. Check him out for a laugh. Cool. Recently pre-ordered Cold Steel 4 and bought the Nonary Games collection. Excellent. Dark Souls equals Berserk? I mean, not really. I mean, the vibe, yes, but the storytelling, very, very different. The way Dark Souls tells its story and the way Berserk tells its story, very radically different, so... Censorship, that's why people are mad at Twitter and Facebook. I mean, again. So again, like I said, people are mad at Twitter and Facebook every day at this point. So did you see the mod that guy make Bloodborne 60 FPS? It was fucking beautiful. The boss fights look amazing. Yeah, I've seen it, but it's only applicable to PS4 Pro apparently. So PC is the only way, baby. What do you think of Big Mouth? I haven't seen Big Mouth, so I can't really say, but apparently it's bad. Oh wait, Dragon's Dogma get an anime on Netflix. Yeah, apparently people just forget about that, and apparently the anime wasn't that great, so I don't really know. Dark Souls movie, 2 hours of a guy dying and respawning. So basically, Dark Side Phil video. Sega needs to put a Sega Saturn Japanese game with English patch on Steam in collections 1 to 5. What do you think of a Nintendo version of MCU? Isn't what Disney make is already a Nintendo version of MCU? Also, what do you think what kind of change would Nintendo make if you think that to the MCU, if you think Nintendo is handling the MCU, what do you think is going to be different? So, what's the price range for Indonesian ladyboys? It's a Gundam is very interested in those. Indonesian ladyboys are apparently very priced very cheap. If you go to VCS on Twitter, try to type in VCS on Twitter. Apparently Indonesian, not just the ladyboys, but ladies in general, is priced at about $50 for one session. Or at least last time I checked. I don't know. I haven't tried all of those, but I've seen the ads and not exactly good ads. Mario Cinematic Universe. I would like a Sakura Wars game collection from Sega. The creator of Ayura Crisis, a hentai game I really like, released a demo of his next game. So far it's looking great. Cool. Have you checked out Magical Girl Friendship Squad? It's trash. Yeah, I've heard it's trash and not really interested in checking it out. Purple is a pretty badass color. Is it true that Patreon follow all your internet activity if you're an anime creator decided to draw lolis? Yes, I think we've talked about that several times on the past few streams. I forgot which stream, but I remember talking about that. So I just read the news that some middle school students joining the latest Indonesian riots without knowing what the riot is all about. Is the US riots does the same thing? Yes, a lot of riots do the same thing. In fact, there are a bunch of people who joined the riots here in Indonesia on the new law thingy that they didn't tell their parents that they're joining the riot. They just do the riot for the lols. Hey Appa, hey chat, Discord is acting weird, can't post itchy now in the server, this new thing now, did I suffer too long? I have no idea, but Discord has been messing up with me as well, so I think it's just a general issue, it's just an issue in general, so. Jaded Animation got me to Pokemon Ranger, hentai with the bros though. Do you study Serbian language? No. Maroon is best color, purple is trash. Okay. Your name is appabend, your favorite color is purple, so what is your quest? Also, there are 2 games that are connected to a Metka Anime Martin section in the Decio, which takes me to animated motion picture. Try out Steins Gate, it's great. I have Steins Gate, and actually, I don't know if I have Steins Gate 0. I need to check that. Adam Kovic is a pedo. I think we've talked about that last week. Live stream Steins Gate, I'm good. Have you seen Kino's Journey? I haven't seen Kino's Journey actually. I've seen I read the doujins though. Been discovering the wonder of doujin work. Is it simping if I purchased R18 doujin works? Actually, no, you are not simping. You are supporting artists and creators who are the backbones of the society, the unsung heroes of this world. Yeah, go ahead and support them, please. I highly encourage you guys to support the doujin artists out there. Also, view count's freezing, so I'm gonna refresh that. Meanwhile, I'm completed download Demon Girl Next Door. I'm downloading Railgun T. Yes, I have a trash taste. I can't really say, haven't seen it. So everyone knows that Appa's favorite color is blue. Actually, my favorite color is green. I just said my opinion on the color purple. So, isn't it weird how much Magical Girl Friendship Squad is a hate boner for anime? Yeah. It's kind of weird. I had a few drinks with my stepdad. I can't stand the taste of alcohol. Gaining weight, you look fine to me. Actually, I have gained weight. If you watch, I have a meme stream playlist, right? Watch my meme stream playlist. The very first meme stream that I do, and then watch the meme stream right now. You would clearly see that I have gained weight. Like, you would very clearly see that I've gained weight. I mean, it's clear. It's very much clear that I've gained weight, so. Drugs are no good, alcohol is, Sonic the Hedgehog. Did Sonic actually say that? I tried smoking cigar once, probably didn't do it right. No drugs plus no alcohol equals more shekels. That is true though. No Appa's favorite color is green because Appa's mash. How when we talk about how the chat isn't drink and smoke before, I'm having deja vu. Good morning, Appa. Good afternoon, fam. I've drank alcohol a few times and don't see what's so great about it. And stop watching Ghetto Samuel's Chris Chan documentaries to see he insists on calling Chris by female pronouns. Jeez. Really? Reject drugs, embrace Bruce. What's better, bigger bullets with smaller mag capacity or smaller bullets with bigger mag capacity? That really depends on who you're trying to take down. I heard Starship Troopers getting a reboot. Not really interested in that's the case. What's cheaper, rolling for big-titted waifus or in a gacha or literal crack? I think big-titted waifus in gacha is a lot cheaper. But there's already a Starship Trooper anime. Really? Tokyo Xanadu X Plus is lit. It is pretty okay. for the game itself is pretty okay. Soundtrack's fucking dope though. I would recommend the game just purely for the soundtrack. Do you have a costume pick for this year? Nope. Drugs are temporary, but PNGs of your crusts are forever. Besides for the mess with Stormfront, how is season 2 of The Boys? It's not as good as season 1. It's The Boys in general is just fine. It's just okay. I enjoyed it. It did keep me interested. I want to see what happens next, but it was just not great. not as great as everybody says it is. Yakuza 1 is underrated. I hate Uncharted 2. Ooh, you hate Uncharted 2. That's interesting. Gamini donated $5. Nothing better than shekels. Speaking of which, enjoy. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Donations, links down below. See if you can make the $50 mark. I decided to reduce the goal to $50 because I think $100 is a bit too much. Yeah, $50 is fine. Anyway, Solid Tintin shirt. Do you think Naughty Dog is overrated? I've already talked about how Naughty Dog is not. I'm not a fan of Naughty Dog in general in so many past several videos. But are there any other developer you think is overrated? Other than Naughty Dog, not really. But I do think Naughty Dog. I just don't really like a lot of their games. So, saw a Tintin shirt the other day where you see the characters in their astronaut suits, but in a Chinese town where the caption text Tintin in Wuhan. What? I named my 10mm in Fallout 4 appabend. Is that good, Appa-sama? I mean, cool, I guess. Watch out, Appa Bro's fate are on screen. What's your favorite candy? I'm sorry if you answered this before. I haven't answered that before, and I don't know which my favorite candy is. I don't need a lot of candies. I suppose if you count bubble gums as candies, which in that case, it's double mint. Wrigley's, what was it? Wrigley's double mint? I like that. What would you rather play? A Cartoon Network versus Shonen Jump platform fighter or a Nicktoons versus Kadokawa platform fighter? Why not a combination of both? Crash 4 is a good game, but it has so many collectibles, I'll never get 100% on first run. Well, enjoy it then. I haven't played Crash 4 myself, so. Talk me out of buying Persona 5 Royale. I own Persona 5. Not worth it. Really, really freaking not worth it. But if you already have Persona 5 and you just want a bit of a different experience, I mean, for $60, you're buying the same game for $60 for 60, 70, 80% of the same experience as Persona 5 with a couple of additions, because Persona 4 Golden is not that much different to Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 there are many things that they changed in Persona 5 in terms of storyline. At least it's pretty much 80% the same, but in terms of gameplay there are definitely tons of changes in terms of gameplay. So if you're into that, if you just want to play the game as an actual JRPG, you want to get to the hardest difficulty and everything like that, I think it's fine if you spend $60 for Persona 5 Royale. But I'm just in it for the story, and if you're in it for the story, just watch it on YouTube. Just watch the editions on YouTube. So why is the demon summoning system in SMT almost always linked to smartphones? Are they? Persona 5 is the 6th mainline for Persona games, since this is 2 separate Persona 2 games. Persona 2 games? Is JoJo considered a mainstream anime? Right now, yes. It has been considered a freaking mainstream anime at this point, so. Futurama is an isekai? I think. Twitter and Facebook team up to bad news stories about Biden and his crooked son being corrupt. Don't really care. Don't really talk about politics too much. Cold Steel 4 is getting closer and closer. Yes! Yes, finally! For the PS4 version at least. I only need to wait for next year for the PC version. Would you watch an isekai anime where an anime character finds themselves in the world of Western cartoons? Not a bad idea. Sure, why not? What about an isekai based on Aztec Mayan setting? Also cool. Demolition Man was the first isekai. Actually, that is kind of true though. That sounds more like Futurama. Fate Grand Order X Fire Emblem. Cold Steel 4 hype, baby. I got an argument with a friend whether or not time travel counts as isekai, and if such, which is the best isekai between Evil Dead Army of Darkness and Brutal Legend? You know what? I would definitely count Evil Dead Army of Darkness as an isekai. Definitely. Futuristic isekai, or I mean Buck Rogers. I read a fanfic like that. Guy gets frozen for 500 years and wakes up in a new society concorded by magic and science. I still wish there were more anime and manga where the MC fights a dragon with an M1 Abrams and oh shit, I just realized that Futurama is essentially an isekai. So the thing about Elite Dangerous is that you do mostly anything you want except for walking on the surface of a planet for the moment. No PC at home, so yes, I'll play it on Internet Cafe. Oh, alright then. You'll be defeated by Zahando. Oh, excuse me. Screw a Wario anime. The world needs a WarioWare anime in the style of Pop Team Epic. If Fate Go X Fire Emblem ever happens, I want Type Moon Japan to localize it. You see Movie Mob defend the shitty mob. We'll get to that. Isn't there already an old Fire Emblem anime? I don't know. Do you have a manga you like that you wouldn't want to be adapted into an anime? Actually, I do not have one at the top of my head. I haven't read any just exclusive manga or manga that haven't been adapted to animes yet, so I can't really tell. Maybe my brother has. So, I do not think Fire Emblem translates well to anime like this Gaia. Now, I do think Fire Emblem translates very well to anime. It's just, it really depends on how many character supports you're going to depict and which one they're going to make canon. And actually, if you're going to consider that, I don't think they're going which character they're going to consider for the, they're going to have two Robins, both male and female, or two Byleths. Actually, I do prefer it if they go to the route. Just have two protagonists straight up. The L word sounds like a brand of tissues. Watch out if you wish for an anime of your favorite game, because Monkey Paw happen, you end up with Blaze Blue Alter Memory. Oh, shoot. I heard that anime was really bad, so, yeah. Cryo Frozen like in Ridge. I'm from Brazil, and many people here find it offensive. Okay, guys, favorite Pokemon waifu. I'm saving for Misty and Jessie. I'm not like it a sexy Latin chick punch me though. Days since Appa accidentally slid the slur, 0. You just donated $1. Oh my god, I've not been here for such a long time. Well, not in the live version of the stream, that is. Anyway, I wish you luck in the stream today and hopefully for many more future streams to come. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Ladies and gentlemen, Streamlabs, links down below. Thank you so much. Mexican here saying the L word just warrants you a scorn of a round of house kick to the face. There you go. Do you watch Nookstaku? I don't watch Nookstaku. I am Latino and nobody gives a shit about the L word. Well, unfortunately, you're not living on the region where people do give a shit. But if you go to the internet, there are people here who actually do give a shit if you said it. So maybe it's just your particular experience. Lab Zero and WayForward are both pretty much known for their sexy mascots, so I can't blame you. Well, there you go. Level 5 is ceased production in America. Yeah, I've heard that. That's a shame. Jesse, Professor Ivy, and Manga Sabrina. You confuse the depths of Shantae and the lone person studio that made indivisible as schoolgirls. Exactly, that's what I said. What happened to your Fujoshi clip? It's still here. I still have the Fujoshi clip. I just haven't had the chance to use it. I don't see a lot of any Superboy hooplas. I'll kill you. I will kill you to death. At least they don't change the whole grammatic like in German. They want us to say AG actor stares. I'm not kidding. They want you to include star to include both genders. So where's the part Homelander punches the universe? He probably will. We don't know. We'll see. Have you read the comic called Invincible? I haven't read the comic called Invincible. When are you gonna bury your brother's corpse? Probably never, because he reanimated himself again, and it's really not worth it. He keeps on reanimating himself as a zombie and just straight up sleeps on here. It smells as fuck here. It's just terrible smell in general. I pre-ordered Cold Steel 4 the moment I was able to on Amazon. I need this game. Well, I cannot blame you. In America, I'd rather have Alexander Hamilton take over the country. Just you wait, just you wait. Which ancient civilization do you find most interesting? I don't really know. I don't really know a lot of ancient civilizations. So, what horror game to buy this Halloween? I wouldn't say buy, but apparently Resident Evil 3 is already cracked, so... Dark Souls was inspired by Berserk quite a lot. Yes, but the storytelling of both are very different. So, have you seen Drifter? Should I watch it? I haven't seen Drifter, so... I'm still questioning that why FIFA 21 still get the most positive reviews on Steam instead of Captain Tsubasa get mixed reviews. Because Captain Tsubasa isn't as good as FIFA 21? I don't know. I haven't played both. Have you heard of the new Me Too statue in New York? It's Medusa cutting off Perseus' head. Yeah, I've heard about that. It's dumb. And Nintendo MCU, you mean Smash. How about that Monster Hunter movie? Not interested. What if the reason Berserk doesn't get a good anime adaptation is Miura trying to protect Berserk from the normies? A very interesting theory. If you want a Nintendo Cinematic Universe, watch the Brawl cutscenes. There's a Fire Emblem anime OVA made back in the late 90s. It's also for some reason got dubbed and released in the US before any of the games was released over here. Interesting. Remember when you talk about that school that was against violent games? Yeah, well, go there, and when that video came out, that's all we were talking about for the past month. Really? That's interesting. Did you see Paul Joseph Watson's tweet about how you're a weirdo if you celebrate Halloween as an adult? It's not surprising. Of course he's gonna say that. He's always gonna say that. I fucking hate people like that. Let people enjoy life, you joyless heathens. Welcome to the Smash Bros. Intuition. Should I play the Takuza bundle on Steam? Takuza? What the hell is Takuza? You mean Yakuza? That's a bit of a typo there. Yeah, I suppose, yeah, you should play the Yakuza bundle on Steam. They're great. I love it. Yakuza, there you go. I just corrected. The Byzantine Empire deserves an anime or at least big movie. Do you know why people have a PTSD for a comic called 177-013? That's Emergence. I already recommended Emergence. It's old hat at this point, so hello appabend. Hello. The appabend behind the slaughter. I could write, draw, and animate a Battle Magical show despite never animating, and only magical girl stuff I read were hentais of Sailor Moon, Precura, and Medical Magica. What do you think of Helltaker? It's fine. I enjoyed Helltaker. What is an anime character or waifu that everyone loves but you aren't crazy about, or vice versa? I can't really think of one on the top of my head, really. Dojins help out men and women who want to heal their loot energy to be calmed down. Thoughts? Not a bad thought. So after it finally getting a discount, I bought the Somnium Files and finished it. I have to say, I love the flavor text. Professor Juniper right here. Ironic, isn't Magical Girl an anime original genre? Exactly. Supposedly the Tumblr Magical Girl cartoon is inspired by anime. Supposedly, quote unquote. Lol, nailed on that color. Memes makes you gain weight. Yes, it is. Which game do you think you're very good at and could play at the hardest levels of difficulty? That is a very good question, actually. I'd say Resident Evil 4, because that's the only game that I can recall at the top of my head that I've been on the professional difficulty, on the highest difficulty possible. So, remember when you talk about that alcohol that was against violent games? That's cool. Yeah, I already read that. Speaking of Cristiano, maybe the reason why the so-called dimensional merge will never happen. I'm Scottish, drinking is my blood. There was a really old Starship Trooper anime. 45 ACP is better than 9.9 by 19 millimeter, but 7 times 45 ACP is better than 17 and 9.9 by 9 times 19 millimeter. Okay. Why do people even fall for gacha games anyway? Well, I don't know. Go ask the many people in the chat here who have fallen victims to the gacha games. You can't parody the magical girl genre without knowing why people like it and what makes it great. K, I'm a drive trucks in American Truck Simulator. Chill y'all in half an hour. Cool. How important is the SCM to a laptop? What are the tutorials I found fixing the unhandled exception error to uninstall the thing and reinstall it? What is an SCM? What is an SCM? I haven't heard a thing of SCM. A gram of crack sells as low as $50. I argue crack is cheaper than rolling for waifus. Depends on where they sold it though. 100 USD is the Copic art mark. 50 USD give you an Appa Chibi. Donate your shekels now. Okay. Hey Appa, please read the following sentence. I cannot read that. It means hi there Hungarians. Okay. Super Appa bros. What I learned from Mia's stream with Appa, rice, not even once. Neo 2 second DLC just released, and apparently Tecmo Koei just followed the Fate Yo example. I'm not making this up. I don't know. What have they ever done? What have they done? Did you hear how bad Magical Girl Friendship Squad is? Yes, not really interested in talking about that. Ever thought of making an actual serious investment? Investment in what? I don't know. I've never watched The Boys and never will because I hate the offer of the original comic and the Stormfront bullshit. Ooh, alright. Looking at Appa's sub count. Every day we stay further from the nice number. Yeah, that is true because I've been losing subs and I generally don't really care because I'm mostly just doing this video stuff for fun. So, to be fair, it's like $475 to $525 in my currency. For what? A Cartoon Network cross Nickelodeon game that would be cool. Persona 5 RS Easy. RS Easy? Zeus Dra looks base, not gonna lie. Bruh, you are a legend. How do you spend a whole stream discussing topics with the entire chat, you absolute mad lad? I just let the chat talk about the stuff and I discuss it. It's really not that hard. I mean, I do it for about an hour or so, an hour and 10 minutes or so. EA and Ubisoft fucked up again. Can't wait to get to that. In what way did EA and Ubisoft fuck up? I'm not really sure. Terminator is isekai. Yeah, I would argue that. Why not? Thoughts on isekai set in the Wild West? Has there ever been an isekai set in the Wild West? Oh, Back to the Future 3. Holy shit! Yeah, Back to the Future 3 is a freaking isekai set in the Wild West. That was pretty cool. Isekai that goes to the Looney Tunes universe would be great. What's the difference between Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royale? Which version is perfect for the one that want to play the game for the first time? If you want to play the game for the first time, if you don't mind paying $60, Persona 5 Royale. If you want to play the game if you don't have too much money, if you want to play the game as soon as possible, as cheaply as possible, then Persona 5 the original. Both of them are the same, but depends on how much money you want to spend, you're willing to spend on Persona 5 or Persona 5 Royale. At the end of the day, it's your money. But I'd say personally, if you haven't played Persona 5, the original is still fine, and it's still fine. It's still fine. It's still good. You still play that. You go play that for $20. You get 60 hours worth of content. So if time travel counts as isekai, then Trunks from Dragon Ball Z, it's top tier isekai protagonist. Is the Cell Saga of Dragon Ball Z an isekai then? Isekai seems to be an incredibly vague term, so pretty much everything could fit under it. Alice in Wonderland is the first isekai in literature. Does anyone here love Pokemon Black and White, the game, not the anime adaptation? Help, I got isekai into this world, and it's cringe. I think everybody who sleep is getting isekai into the world the next day. Isekai in Nier Automata. Since my YouTube is transporting me to Indonesia to listen to the world of appabend, am I an isekai too? Maybe. Speaking of isekai, how hilarious would it be if Uzaki-chan get isekai to interspecies reviewers? Blaze Blue after Mayberry was not that bad. Ooh. Screw WarioWare where the world is now an Ashley anime. Just Fire Emblem anime of Marth. I like the Fire Emblem subreddit, but it's always kind of stupid how they scream gremlins everywhere lolis are any part of the conversation. Well, Fem Robin and Crom should be canon simply because there's more drama with Lucina. That is true though. Always advises me on time. Isekai where anime villain comes out of the world but it's quarantined, so get inside your pussy or you get the beer virus. I want to have an indie home packet Phoenix, unlike YouTube. Well, my indie home is shit though. Isekai on the Fire Emblem universe. Favorite Pokemon waifu? Flannery, of course. She's hot. Do Indonesia have Karens or male Karens? Absolutely they have Karens and male Karens. I have heard that cancel culture in Japan is on a whole another level. Someone from chat is from Brazil. Can we come to Brazil? I don't know. Do you really think Batman's sidekicks are more interesting? Yes! Yes! Without a doubt! Batman's sidekicks are infinitely more interesting than Batman himself. Infinitely, without a doubt. I would watch a Batman sidekick freaking story than a Batman story. It's legit. Straight up. Will you hear that clip tonight? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. How good is Xenoblade Chronicles X? I'm buying Wii U games and I've been wondering if you can get to it. I haven't played it myself, so I can't really say. Which is worse, the wrong side of Reddit or the dark side of YouTube? That really depends on the topic. Your better is in reality, Berserker from Fate. Too bad this time I use YouTube instead. Personally, I got introduced to the white version of Chugo Conroy. I should read more about Sumerian and Mesopotamian mythology. Appabend's brother is Jason Voorhees. Isn't Fate Go just Nasu vs MCU? I suppose. Everyone will need their own movie first though. Would you trust both Atlas to do a Sonic RPG and Studio Trigger do a Sonic anime? I don't really know. I can't really say because I'm not a fan of Sonic. Of course, Paul Joseph Watson would say that. Dark Souls has storytelling. Yes, Dark Souls do have storytelling. It's just in the background, in the environment. It's through environmental storytelling. So you can't exactly pick it up the first time you play it or when you play it in general. But when you investigate further, it's hidden. It's obfuscated. Like the movie Primer. The story of the movie Primer is obfuscated. It's just not as well presented as the film is. So, can you tell us some scary Indonesian ghost stories for Halloween? I can't really think on the top of my head. So, Yakuza, Tacos. Takuza is a Yakuza game, but you are part of the Mexican cartel. Did you ever not use a blue cap? No, it's pretty much iconic to my entire channel. Me not using a blue cap is like it's like freaking Batman not using his cowl, not using his freaking capes and cowls in general. So it's been a while since you covered Billy. How is he doing? I actually have covered Billy last week. Actually, technically I did it. Technically I don't. I only cover One Angry Gamer, not Billy specifically, because we haven't heard much from Billy in a while. So I suppose that part where I talk about how One Angry Gamer is shutting down, well, One Angry Gamer is not shutting down, but Billy certainly is. So, yeah, kind of miss him. Rem is trash. Who is Rem? That is a very good question. Inspired by anime. I just got Panzer Dragoon Remake on PC. Why are you wearing that shirt? Is it a subliminal message? Are you finally accepting that you are somebody's fetish? It's a shirt that says harder, better, faster, stronger. It's a freaking Daft Punk song. Don't look too deep to it. Professor Junpei. Now, it really depends on which Junpei you're talking about. It could be Junpei Persona 3 Junpei or the Nonary Games Junpei. So, what's a REM? Good question. I'm getting so tired of the adults can't do that crap. People obsessed with maturity are some of the most immature people ever. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly describe Paul Joseph Watson as mature, as a mature individual. Friendship is Magic is the only magical girl anime I've ever seen. Why do you like Joker with Makoto, though you personally like Haru? I think Joker and Makoto, they just fit. They just really fit like a freaking hands to the glove. I just think they fit together. I think Joker's persona, Joker's more rebellious, carefree, bad boy-esque persona is very fitting to Makoto's very straightforward, very just a do-gooder sorts of girl personality. I think their contrast between the two characters fits together so well, and I do like the notion of Makoto, the good girl, student council president, good girl dating the bad boy. So at least that's what I think. But I personally choose Haru because I think Haru would fit a lot more with me. Also, she got a lot of cash. I am a gold digger. but for real though, I think Haru would fit a lot more with me. If I see myself. As somebody pitched me an animation series with this totally not Trump frog guy, I would execute them instantly. Have you shot the link in Resident Evil 4? Of course I shot the link in Resident Evil 4. Fucking hell, of course I did. I not only shot the link, I shot the dog as well. Because I'm evil. Oh man, jeez. What kind of cringe will be getting? So many. Horny police and gold diggers in general, including me. I play one gacha game mainly and use $35. I am weak to anime waifus. I play gacha games when I'm free to play, so talk to someone who actually spends money. I haven't fallen for gacha. My phone is too shit for the good ones. More bullets means more heads that are able to ventilate. Cracks literally kills though. Super appabendyt play. Waifu money extraction machine. Well, Resident Evil 4 on Pro is easy when you master enemy attack animation exploit, attack baiting to run past them without damage, or knife them. That is true. But I don't use those. I play them legit, so. Is it true that the RTX 3000 series have the function to be an SSD? I talked about it last week about how there's somebody who manages to run Crysis on the VRAM of the RTX 3000 graphics card, which is pretty cool, but it can't exactly function as a storage because it's been stored in RAM, and RAM is not exactly permanent. So as I watched the first episode of that magical girl crap parody, I noticed leftists think it's okay for lesbians to objectify women and treat them like shit. Well, see, everyone here is mostly free to play. Well, there you go. It's for video games. What video games? I think gachas are fine as long as you can responsibly manage your impulse to throw money at it. Worked out for me so far. How gachas work? They give you lots of free pulls, then blue ball you freaking auto scroll, then blue ball you out of the characters you want. Modern sci-fi got rid of its anime block for Tumblr cartoon. Did any relative or friend said they were jealous of you that you are earning money by talking about hooplas in video games? Actually, there are some who said that they are, but for the most part, they're just okay with it. They're just fine with it. So, good for them. Isekai in the Looney Tunes universe is Space Jam. A time travel is an isekai. Debatable. Persona Yakuza is in JoJo Part 5. That is true though. Could Cory in the House be considered the first and only true political isekai? Wait, isn't Space Jam an isekai? As vague as the word isekai seems, I wouldn't be surprised if there are thousands. Space Jam is an isekai confirmed. What is your opinion about EA Ubisoft joining forces with the ADL to stop it? Oh, that. Now I remember. That news is so freaking forgettable because I look at the news and thought, okay, that's fucking stupid. And I just move on. That's why people are saying EA and Ubisoft are doing the hoopla. I just look at the news like, oh, that's dumb, and I just move on. I mean, what? It's EA and Ubisoft. It's a Western game company. It's a Western game publisher. Of course they're gonna do that. Of course they're gonna go with the ADL and try to like stop extremism in video games. They go to organizations that will find extremism in places where there really isn't any. So. Yeah. Now I get it. EA and Activision team up with ADL to make less toxic gaming environments. Look it up. Yeah, I looked it up. I saw the news. I just thought, yeah, it's dumb. I just scrolled back. Wouldn't count time travel as isekai since it's technically the same world. I mean, is it though? I mean, is it though? It really depends on how far you time travel because it is the same world technically speaking, but the world in 1900 is very different to the world in the 2000 or the 2010 even. So again, Evil Dead 3 is an isekai, Gen 5 forever. So it's so if you're talking about technically the world, technically speaking, yes, it is the same, but it feels very different. That's why time travel can be considered an isekai because the feel of the world is different. So the black and white anime was awful and where the anime really fell off in my opinion. I do not The black and white. Oh, the black and white Pokemon anime. Okay. I realized that YouTube doesn't have a sort by upload date range. For example, I want results with videos uploaded at range 2006 2008, but all I get is the latest year result. Yeah, that's dumb. Please say my name. Nah, I'm good. Alice from Rotorland first. Isekai, Dante would like to have a word with you. I caused the Fire Emblem subreddit to post Kirby by just asking what would happen if King Dedede conquered Nohr and Hoshido. Ian, Ubisoft are teaming up with the anti- Yeah, again. Not really that. It's dumb. Hashtag Jason Todd. What about Jason Todd? Flannery is hot. I see what you did there. The UI sucks. I consider Male Robin is Lucina canon. Cute couple and still get drama. How do you access the dark web? Use Tor and VPN, apparently. There was a Sonic anime called Conic X. Conic X. A bit counterproductive. Sonic X, there you go. What did Paul Joseph Watson say this time? Apparently, if you like Halloween, you're a man-child. You're children if you like Halloween. Is Xenoblade 2 the only gacha game you have played? Xenoblade 2 is not gacha. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Oh, shit, it is. Oh, shit, it is gacha. Fuck. Oh, yeah, it fucking is gacha. Oh, my God. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, it's where you roll the blades. You get the blades that you want. Oh, now I remember. It's a fucking... Fuck me. Jeez, oh, fuck. Damn, it's bait gacha, too. Shit. Get Trigger and Atlas. Or the double for this next game. Sonic X was a great Sonic anime except for that last arc in space. Would you date Karna from Fate? I don't know who that is, actually. Is it weird that I'm a fan of the lore of Dark Souls even though I haven't actually played the games? Not really that weird, to be honest. I wonder if we'll see Okuyasu tonight. We'll see Okuyasu tonight. Is there an obscure anime you really like? If you guys haven't seen Rokka no Yusa, go see Rokka no Yusa. It's great until the last 5 minutes, in which case it's terrible. But the rest of the anime, 95% of the anime is pretty good. Should I hack my Switch or buy a new for hacking? I don't know. That depends on what you're gonna use the hack Switch for. I don't understand RAM fans. Like you say Arc 2 and 3 and think about it, RAM fucked up Subaru that much. Okay, I haven't seen REM's Re:Zero too much to judge. So, Male Robin X Lucina is weird as fuck in my opinion. Never mind that present timeline, Lucina is only a newborn, but Lucina is your best friend's daughter. That's some serious bro code breaking, dude. Gold diggers are either repressed gays or women. Appa has a forehead fetish. You know what? Not really, but Haru does just so happen to have a big forehead. To be honest, if I had to choose to buy pure sexiness, I would choose Sae. She was a prosecutor. That means she has money. I may or may not also want her to step on me. Wait, what the fuck happened to Appa Bro's covers? I don't know. He just doesn't like to use covers, I guess now. Triplets born, the throne awaits. Seer warns of a deadly fate. Way Forward is doing a Ruby game. I think someday Ram and Re:Zero will go Yandere and kill Emilia. Ram discs are a thing though. Yeah, Ram discs are a thing. I've been a thing for a while, but again, I won't exactly rely on it as my boot drive. So, Way Forward doing a Ruby game, apparently. Somebody said in the chat. I low-key want Way Forward to do a Valis reboot. Then Blue Ball, you freaking auto-scroll. Perfect perfect timing. Agree, Appa. I think Joker does go best with Makoto. Like the idea that Sun Confident got Joker into politics and Makoto become police chief and they won't work to change things. You know what? That's not a very bad sort of sequel canon. So, sequel head canon. Dragalia Lost is a gacha that is pretty good letting you free to play. Side Games is best. Gate is best political isekai. I heard that Gate is like straight up propaganda for the military. I don't know. Man, the number of players not at their controller in Watch Dogs 1 is kind of annoying. Yep, also if Mario Kart Tour had a collab with Fate Go, who would most likely add it as a driver? Don't know. Which game journalist platforms do you think are the most untrustworthy? All of them are, I suppose, equally. The best gacha game company is Side Games. I mean, they're doing the usual. Is there a reverse isekai where a fantasy person ends up in modern world? Yes! The Devil's a Part-Timer. That is the reverse isekai that I highly, highly recommend, and apparently it's ending. So, cool. EA and Ubisoft making 1984 and Shimeneta also true. Now that I think about it, Ruby's universe type game could be cool, giving it make up its own story and offer pretty cool skilled and various weapons. Some consider Inuyasha an isekai. It actually is. Do Horny Police and Gold Diggers cancel each other out? We'll see. 1984. Depends on how it works by multiverse logic. Let's see. Multiverse time travel technically is another world as more or less a copy of that time period. It's Tron isekai. Yes! Sword Art Online, by that logic, is an isekai too. Dad, Jason Todd won't come out of the edgy closet. Appa has sinned. Well, what did I sin for? I guess smaller is a long man child then, I suppose. Do you have a plan to visit Indonesia Comic Con next year? Well, timer doesn't work, but well, we're gonna wait until we get to the end. If the Corona-chan is not, the situation is getting better, maybe. I think it has to be more of an isekai than just a character and the audience being fishes out of water. I used to play Dokkan until game size not too damn big, so you have been playing a gacha game. Yes, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 has that feature. Let's not bring that back. Appa tried to travel back to the past to stop himself from ever playing Xenoblade. Wait, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is gacha? What? And I was even considering it. Appa bro's ass in the background. Yeah, he is very thick. My favorite gacha game is Fate Go Dragalia Lost, Girls Frontline, Azure Lane, and Epic 7. 6760, donate to $1. Well, I'm off. Have some cash, Appa. I love you. I love you too. Thank you very much for the donation. Keep them coming. Ladies and gentlemen, donations linked down below. That time, E already done gacha for a long time now. Well, to be fair, you don't need to spend any more money in Xenoblade 2 for the gacha, yes. Heaven's Lost Property is a great funny harem anime, unraveled from Tokyo Ghoul Plays. Many artists from Xenoblade 2 have also worked for Fate Go. I've known the lore of Halo for years and just now started playing the games. Rock no Yusa really needed a sequel. Nah, I think one is good. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 both is and isn't a gacha. You do randomly roll for the new blades, but there's no way to get more rolls other than killing more mobs. Oof, Appa, oof. And just before the memes. God, I wish Heaven Lost Property has a second season. Actually, Appa has a strong girl fetish. You know what? That is kind of true. People shitting themselves on femboys that look like a woman dressing in a woman. Femboys should be required to dress girls. Only a child would disagree on that, or some dead Reddit incel. Have you ever shoot the gun at like a shooting range? How many rounds? I haven't. As long as it's not foot fetish, it's all good. Yeah, let's not bring back that blade system in the next Xenoblade ever. Is your bro trying to seduce us? I don't know. Your root into your RAM disk your TH root into your RAM disk when you have a server. Arc System and Waypoint are doing Ruby game for some reason. I can't look at Lucina hentai anymore. There's this guy on Pixiv who literally spams half of Lucina text with low effort ugly Spider-Man X Lucina stuff. Jeez. Pilar Appa when? Appa's bro is built in butt in the background and recreators as well. Anything that wants you to tell you anything is untrustworthy. Gate is also technically reverse isekai. Side games by anime waifu. That sucks that we're gonna get this a lot. In my opinion, between Haru and Makoto, Haru is way better confident. Recreators, another anime where characters come to the real world. Appa's number one enemy is auto-scroll. Me and my bro play a freaking auto-scroll coming in just when I was talking about it. Oh god, never remind me of that type of reverse isekai. Remember the Smurf movie? Oof. There you go. Anyway, I'll pay you $10 to pour water on Appa, bro. Oh shoot, there's no water in there. There was a glass in there, but there's no water. That's unfortunate. But anyway, there you go. That's done. Finally, I managed to reach the point where everybody's talking about the timer being over. So I'm just gonna reset the timer. There you go. Finally. It is time. Proper mainstream time. It is proper mainstream time. It is proper mainstream time. Timer is always dead every single time. Every single time, timer. You had one job and you're always dead every single time. But regardless, I'm just gonna get into the stream and the memes and the shit and all of that. But first, I'm going to display the intro. Also, Cole Phelps, what are you doing there? Lots of sims, lots of cringe, lots of all of those good stuff in the meme stream. It is time for the meme stream, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome for those of you who waited all the way up to this point. Before we get to the stream though, we got one fan art for this week, and this fan art is very, Ooh, I love this fan art. This is just momentions. Apparently, the tag is fan art. This fan art is by Rodarios2 on Twitter. Thank you so much for the fan art. This looks pretty freaking cool. I also very, very love that touch right there. That freaking Naruto phone chain right there. That is very cool. I really do want to have this. This needs to be like a proper merch. I legit, if anybody's selling that sort of stuff, I'll legit buy it. You just straight to $1. Oh my god, I've not been here live for so long. I just tried to skip the live intro. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. As usual, donations links down below. If you want to send fan arts, send me fan arts on Twitter. Send me fan arts on YouTube. On the email, links down below. If you do not like to use the Twitter, because, well, for obvious reasons, the Twitter is the Twitter indeed. Actually, there's one particular segment that I haven't brought up in a while, and that is the meanwhiles in Indonesia. Ladies and gentlemen, it is finally time to bring back this up, because there are a bunch of very funny hooplas in Indonesia, and I do need to talk about the funny hooplas. There's so many funny hooplas in Indonesia, but yeah, there are also the chaos concerning the specific law that everybody's been protesting left and right. Because Indonesia right now, if you guys are not aware, Indonesia is practically turned into America during the Black Lives Matter protests, except instead of protesting Black Lives Matter, it's protecting workers' rights, because apparently workers' rights are being violated thanks to the new law that is coming. I haven't been paying that much attention to it, but that's the biggest hoopla in Indonesia right now. But aside from that, and I'd rather not talk about it, because apparently if I talk about it, I get arrested by the FBI, by the Densus 88, by the guys at Polri or whatever. So I chose not to talk about it. But we had a couple very funny ones. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, thief managed to steal a phone when he forgot his motorcycle. Well, quality freaking thievery right there, ladies and gentlemen. This is indeed the phantom thieves of Indonesia. The phantom thieves of our generation. They managed to steal the phone, but they forgot the freaking motorcycle. The laws of equivalent exchange, as my brother said as his reaction for this particular news. So I'm just gonna play the deft. Is it the deft or the game over? Hey, you know what? That's appropriate. That is appropriate fill theme. But seriously though, God damn it, you had one job. The next one. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, it turns out that Indonesia is also one of the many countries that have been affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Corona-chan is affecting everybody left and right. It's of course affecting the Indonesians as well. People who are positive with COVID-19 went for alternative medicine. Of course, the solution for the coronavirus pandemic is, of course, alternative medicine. And everybody's been preaching alternative medicine is the best, ladies and gentlemen. It is the best indeed. Do you know what kind of alternative medicine you're gonna get? Is you literally went to a Muslim chaplain, you went to a Muslim chaplain and have the blessings of Allah to come in and say, I will cure the coronavirus. The coronavirus shall be cured by the blessings of Allah, or something along those lines. But seriously though, this is dumb. This is dumb. And yeah, you got a bunch of people who are unfortunately way too superstitious, and they believe that doing so would actually cure the coronavirus. But unfortunately, they went into the Muslim chaplain not wearing masks, and they spread the disease even further. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you're up to for some alternative medicine, and that the ones that never actually freaking work, you can get the blessings from the gods above, no matter what religion you are. It's not just the Muslims, it's literally any religion. Blessings from the gods above. And remove the coronavirus chan, the corona demons right inside you. She's evil like that. But goddamn. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, a 50-year-old man named Mr. X, that was not literally Mr. X, the Resident Evil 2 Mr. X, although might as well, was diagnosed positive for COVID-19 when asked to be treated. His wife and family deny it. This one, the wife also literally threw human feces to the escort team wearing hazmat suits. So yeah, here you got a bunch of people, right? You got a bunch of people. You got one person who is tested positive for COVID-19. He is a threat to everybody around him because he potentially might spread the disease to everybody, including his own family. But his family doesn't accept him being taken out by the people at working at the hospital. It's a very complicated situation, but what makes the situation really freaking stupid in general was the fact that the wife literally threw human feces to the freaking escort team wearing hazmat suits. Literally. Ew. Just straight up ew. What the hell y'all doing? What kind of uncivilized time that we're living in that we have to require the freaking throwing of a human feces into people that we don't like, the people we don't agree with. Towns of Water to $1. Allah must have been really disappointed with their carelessness. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs links down below. Streamlabs link down below. Let's see if we can make the $50 mark. Anyway, yeah, this is just gross. Why would you do this? This is just gross. You're making yourself look bad in general. I mean, I get it. You don't want your family members to be taken away from you, to be, you know, treated and everything like that for the coronavirus and everything. But the person does pose a risk to a lot of people. So, Mitch, $1. It's your boy. Hey, Mitch, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Streamlabs links down below. Where was I? Meanwhile, in Indonesia. Yep, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. We have reached peak Indonesia. This is the modern solution to the modern problem that is the coronavirus. If for some reason you cannot have access to any sorts of masks around you, you can just get one. You can just get one. I mean, let me just do a quick Google search. Let me just do a quick Google search of a surgical mask and just straight up. Let's see if I can like wear it. Download image. I can just like Google surgical mask, download the image, and just straight up wear it to everybody. Let's see if I can recreate the magic. There you go. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, I have worn a surgical mask. I have therefore be free from the coronavirus. I just need a couple of tapes to tape this thing to my freaking face. I mean, granted, yeah, it is one of the ways for you to protect yourself from the corona-chan. Just good luck breathing yourself in there. And why surgical mask specifically? Why can't you put an anime waifu in there? Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe you should put a VTuber stream right there. Just straight up VTuber streaming in front of everybody's mouths. So that people are just gonna look at your mouth and be vested in VTubers streaming on the freaking thing. But why though? Seriously, but why though? Although I don't mind people actually doing it this way and stream VTubers. Of YouTube. Hey YouTube, this is a very suspect channel, YouTube. Why are these girls half naked, almost naked, literally just a couple of inches away just to showing their boobs? YouTube, what the hell are you doing, YouTube? Why are you showing these channels? Why are you not banning these channels? And you see the funny thing about these accounts, right? The funny thing about these accounts that it got like 800 subscribers. Jesus Christ. It's also not the funny parts. It's the fact that they went into a bunch of YouTube channels. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna grab the tweets. I forgot to grab the tweets, but it's very funny. It was hold on a second. Let me see if I can find the tweets, the tweets specifically, because these accounts went to random YouTubers and basically said something along the lines of, "Oh, you YouTuber who watch this video, I really love this part where you watch this part on YouTube that you do, and I'm going to essentially just do the scamming thing of, hey, if you're single, if you're single, I like to talk to you. Hey, I want to talk to you. And like, this is the best part. I want to talk to you," or something along those lines. Yeah, these people, they're really, really doing their best in trying to put you in and lure you in thanks to their boobies and their pictures and everything like that. But seriously, YouTube, ban these accounts, please. Ban these accounts. What the fuck y'all doing? And by the way, I literally do not monetize this stream. This stream is not monetized. None of my streams are monetized. The only way for us to monetize the stream is if you donate to the streams. Links down below. Streamlabs links down below, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, moving on from that. Greg Miller, I hate PC gaming. There's no visual performance benefit. Ooh. Sounds like we have a brain-led console peasant quote this time. I can think of that makes the hoops and FAQs you have to jump through worth the headache for me. Hey, I worked perfectly last night, but this morning, go fuck yourself. I'm glad you like it and it works for you. You see, this is one of the parts where being a PC gamer, one of the times where straight up, I mean, console peasantry. It just never, not even once. I hate PC gaming. There's no visual performance benefit. First off, no visual or performance benefit. Seriously, no visual or performance. Maybe noticeable visual or performance benefits to you, but there are objectively visual and performance benefits when you are going into the PC, especially if you're buying a very, very expensive rig to play 1080p 60 FPS. Because unfortunately, for the requirements for 1080p 60 FPS is pretty steep these days, or at least for AAA games. Assassin's Creed Valhalla apparently would require a very beefy machine for 1080p 60 FPS, and they even have a recommended spec for 1080p 30 FPS, which I find very weird. But yeah, and that makes the hoops and the FAQs you have to jump through work the headache for me. If there's one thing that I do agree on with him, is that troubleshooting can be an absolute freaking bitch. But here's a big but. Hey, I worked perfectly last night, but this morning, go fuck yourself. I don't recall an issue where you turn on your PC literally yesterday, and then for some reason the next day it doesn't work. I do not recall an issue of a PC that is kind of like that, and it's just not accurate to reality at all. And even if there's an issue like that, there's really something wrong. Mitch wanted it to $1. Absolutely plebeian. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Stream last link down below. I'm glad you like it and it works for you. Well, I'm pretty sure that you are completely aware, you are totally aware that this is a really bad take, considering that the only people who can reply are, well, the people that you mentioned on this particular tweet can reply. But that does not stop people from actually quote tweeting you and giving their own takes on the entire matter, such as myself. And this is indeed one very brainlet take. So yeah. Oh, speaking of console peasantry, let's talk about this. So, important changes to PlayStation Store. And PlayStation, I've talked about how PlayStation just constantly screws up. They just screw up so much to the point where Japanese game developers, they don't want to be on PlayStation anymore. There are more game developers, there are more Japanese game developers set up. I don't want to publish games on PlayStation because it's just inconvenient. They just want to publish games on the PC and the Xbox, because at least their architecture is somewhat similar as well. With PlayStation's like a entirely different architecture and everything like that. And here you got important changes to PlayStation Store. Dear partner, our brand new PlayStation Store launches on web and mobile on 19th of October 2020, and we are making some changes to the content that can be accessed to the PS Store via desktop and mobile devices. What is changing? The following changes will come into effect online in the 19th of October and on mobile on 28th of October. Sony Interactive Entertainment will no longer offer the ability for consumers to purchase PlayStation 3 games and add-ons, PSP games and add-ons, PS Vita games and add-ons, apps, themes, and avatars. So to put it simply, if you're accessing the website through, desktop and everything like that, you are unable to buy the games through desktop to buy PS3 games, PSP games, PS Vita games, apps, themes, and avatars. You cannot buy all of those games through desktop. You have to buy them through the console themselves, which doesn't really sound like an issue at first, but then you find out that if you have been any experience with the PS3 store in general, the PS3 store is not very good. Let's just say that the PS3 store is just not a very good store. PSP store, I mean, at this point, if you can find a PS3 that is actually legit working, that's great. As in the original firmware PS3, cool. But most PS3s these days are pirated versions of the PS3, a pirated version, they have custom firmware and everything like that, and the games are pirated. And you know what? In retrospect, I'm kind of glad that the games, that the PS3s that are being sold right now are pirated versions because of this kind of bullshit. Because Sony Computer Entertainment will not let you download PS3 games, will not let you to buy the PS3 games on desktop or mobile, and you can only do it on freaking the console itself. So yeah. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the big screw up on the PS3 on the PlayStation. So the wish list feature will be discontinued in any time a consumer on your consumers list will be removed. What does this mean for consumers? The content listed above will no longer be available to buy on PS Store when accessed via a desktop or mobile device. However, they will still be able to buy PS3, PSP, or PS Vita content by accessing PS Store directly from their PS3 and Vita. I don't know why they make this move though. I really don't. I mean, they can just filter. We can do our own filtering on the content on the games that we want, so that we not get confused and buying the different PlayStation versions. I think that's why they do it, is so that the users can buy a PS5 version of the game instead of the PS4 version of the game, but the console is actually out. But again, it's called filter. We do have this feature called freaking filter, guys. Come on, yeah. What about content consumers already own? Well, it's always gonna stay there. It's still there, but you just can't access them. So their existing PS4 apps, themes, and avatars will remain on the PS4 console. Where can you find out more? Yeah, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, this is a really, really stupid change. How can Sony just keep on dumbing down themselves? It's the censorship. It's this. And then finally we get into the one that everybody's talking about. It's this. About party safety. We want PlayStation Network to be fun for everyone, which is why we have a community code of conduct. Please be aware that voice chats in parties may be recorded and sent to us by other users. By participating in voice chats, you agree to your voice being recorded. Now, here's the thing. I don't recall Sony themselves recording the freaking specific conversation, but apparently it is allowed for any other users to record the conversations that you have on PSN and everything like that. And by the time those conversations happen, and if you say a bad word, the guy who noticed the conversation can send it to Sony and be like, hey, this person say a very nasty word that is not representative, that is, what do you say it? That behaviors that violate the community code of conduct and is not welcoming to a lot of players in general. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Don't use PSN for chats and voice chats in general, or don't use voice chats in games in general. Use Discord. At least Discord still lets you to say the N-word a lot of times, or at least last time I checked. But I don't know. We'll see. Maybe they gotta decided to change the rules. Like, hey, if you say the N-word, you're bad, or something along those lines. It's not just the N-word, but it's just any other behaviors that Sony deems to be morally bad, and etc., etc. So, yeah, it is definitely an Okuyasu feature. So yeah, if you decided to do any sorts of behaviors that Sony doesn't like, or any sorts of behaviors that Sony thinks is bad for, is in violation for their community code of conduct, they will do whatever it takes to make sure that your account, your PlayStation account, is punished. They review the reports, and they're going to find a way to punish your account. So they might straight up ban you, and they might straight up just delete your account. And by the time they delete your account, those hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of games that you invested on that particular account, that is registered on that account, poof, gone, just poof, 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 gone. It's just dust. It's just a figment of your imagination right now. So there you go. As I said before in my previous video, if I have the choice, if somebody puts a gun in my head and I do not have any other console and I have to choose between an Xbox Series X and a PlayStation 5, I would definitely choose the Series X, because at least the Series X lets me to access, I can access a bunch of games with Xbox Game Pass. It's a very great deal. With a PS5, I can only access a couple of games with the PlayStation Plus, thingy. And yeah, this is why I'm siding on Team Xbox for now on the console war debate, although I'm still mostly on PC, but I have to choose between the two. I'm siding on Team Xbox. Seriously, this has been really dumb. Really freaking dumb. Really freaking dumb. Or at least between the two, right? Yeah, we already talked about that. We'll move on. Anyway, what is this? I don't care. Oh, so yeah, this is the Monster Hunter World film that is apparently going to be out. It is directed by the same guy who made the Resident Evil film, and it also stars the same girl who is also in the Resident Evil films. If you're into that sort of thing, I've seen the Resident Evil films. They're not very good. They're not very good, but apparently they're stupid dumb fun, depending on the person, depending on who you ask. They're stupid dumb fun, and maybe Monster Hunter might get into that vibe, but they really hit on the wrong note when they decided to have Monster Hunter to be involved in the US military. I mean, that's not exactly, you're not starting on the right note on there. But that being said, I mean, Shin Megami Tensei isn't really Monster Hunter, but Strange Journey do indeed have militaristic people in there. So if you're gonna adapt something into live action, maybe adapt Strange Journey. Actually, no. You know what? Hollywood, stay away from my SMT stuff. And here's Movie Bob saying, I don't care. I'll watch Mila in anything.
Damn.
I'm gonna use this.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Fucking Comanche. Fucking base fucking Comanche.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
That pussy must be ridiculous. One of the clips I preserved for The Sims here. But anyway, she's one of the coolest action actresses who's never done the job, and I love that Anderson just goes around the world getting paid to make glamour cosplay fetish movies starring his ridiculously hot wife.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Seriously though. Seriously. They're living their best life. Oh, Movie Bob. Movie Bob. I sense jealousy on that, Movie Bob. I am sensing absolute jealousy on that, Movie Bob. Very, very jealous. Yeah. Also, what is this? Speaking of sexism. In early game facts, the subtext was often sexism. Oh my god. So, Vice decided to make an article talking about how video game guides are sexist. If you decided to go to GameFAQs and see a guide to a specific game, if you want to know how to break the exploits and get all the secrets and everything like that to GameFAQs and all, well, that is very sexist of you. You do not do that sort of stuff. That's very sexist because there are some parts of the guide that is straight up sexist. The marketing of the 80s and 90s built the idea of the game as a... What do you play? Anyway, the marketing for 80s and 90s built the idea of a game as a space for the boys, and a number of game guides showed the message was received. So the article cited a couple of game guides, a couple of very obscure example of game guides, and the article cited, hey, these game guides over here, they contain comments to women, and the comments to women are, they say something along the lines of, well, these women are pretty cool and pretty hot. Apparently saying that women are cool and women are hot are sexist right now nowadays. I just... Well, none of these examples are exactly 4 alarm fires because they aren't. They are microaggressions. Freaking microaggression! Microaggression! Oh my god, microaggression. Jesus Christ. Micro freaking aggression. Because again, the guides only merely say, these women are cool and these women are hot. That's it. The guides don't really say anything. It just say, hey, these women are cool, these women are hot. But that's sexist. That's microaggression, you see. That's very sexist, microaggression, very offensive. You should be ashamed. As many things of this type usually are. It's not that any one example is usually anything more than off-putting, but seeing them happen repeatedly really starts to grate. Huh. I mean, you're the kind of guy who read a lot of game walkthroughs. I mean, I do read a lot of game walkthroughs, but I don't see the same issue that you're seeing. Maybe you're reading the guy's description of the character, which, why would you? Just go straight to the walkthrough. The guy, the walkthrough dude, there are parts of the walkthrough that describe, hey, this character is this, this, and this, and this. This character is this, and this, and this. Yeah, skip that and go straight to the part where they tell you and how to get stuff or get items or get to pass certain points in the game or whatever. Seriously though. At best and at worst has the potential to be strongly upsetting. Fucking strongly upsetting. I just need that's very sad. I need play. Can anybody play the saddest freaking violin? Very, very sad violin. Strongly upsetting. Very, very offensive. How terrible. Freaking game facts. A foundational Marxist theorist describes a process called Cole, I need your help.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel? You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
Freaking Cole. Man, I do want this flex in some of my freaking clips. Jesus. Damn it, Cole. Damn it, you writer. This is a simplification of a larger and more complex idea, obviously, but in many ways, that's what this onslaught of micro-aggressive or objectifying comments and statements is doing. What? Interpolation, where the structures in our culture hail to identify ourselves relative to... The fuck you're even talking about? I don't get it. Surrounded message that connects women are sexy objects with "we're talking to you, gamers." Oh no! How dare do these gamers find women sexy? Terrible. Awful. Means your player be told, hey, understand yourself as a gamer in relation to this framing. It doesn't necessarily presuppose that the person being held will agree, but it does mean that the boundaries of the discussion have been set before the person even gets a proverbial word in. In other words, the person who made game facts will assume that you agree that a certain video game character is hot. Well, that really depends on the game. If the person is talking about Bayonetta specifically, I mean, Bayonetta is designed to be hot, and she is hot. I mean, if you can't really say that she's hot, I mean, I don't know what women do you consider hot. But seriously though, what? But that's not the best part. Here's the best part. The takeaway here is clear. None of the weird sexualizing comments I saw in these old facts was somehow new or novel behavior, but rather just another form of a cultural shift that's been over a decade in the making at that point and which is continuing on in new and different forms of angles today. This is why the urge to say, well, this is all in the past does serious potential harm, and let's just pretend that people nowadays are fine. It was just the old ways and or people that were bad. What's the difference between a fact writer running down how hot the wholly playable woman in a fighting game cast is and a gacha game player's use of the cringe-inducing waifu? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. If you are somebody on Game Facts writing game guides and talking about how hot a player character is, that is exactly the same as you people playing gacha games using the term waifu, that just as sexist, just as misogynist, just as offensive. It is a microaggression. What the fuck? Seriously though. Seriously. Writer, freaking writer. Literally has nothing to do with anything, but okay. You're gonna be sort of one of the few people who are like, oh, gacha games are cringe because the people who play gacha games use the word waifu. How dare they use the word waifu? How dare they? Oh, speaking of moral guardians, Hindus are upset over the deity's portrayal in Japanese manga. Well, get in with the times. Get in with the times. We have had so many deities portrayal in literally a lot of games. You clearly haven't been playing the Persona games or the SMT games in general. We have a bunch of portrayals of the Hindu deities in there. So many of them, in fact. My God. Upset Hindus? Well, I'm a Hindu and I'm not upset. I think these people are fucking clowns. Are urging Tokyo-based monthly comic Xenon of Comics Inc. not to trivialize the religious icon Lord Shiva and any other highly revered Hindu gods and goddesses in its manga publications, calling it highly inappropriate. You know what's also highly inappropriate? Having the statues of Shiva and the gods and the rest fondling the tits. Do you guys remember that statue where Shiva is literally fondling the tits? But apparently that's ancient statue of the goddess, of the gods and goddesses fondling the tits of people and literally being naked. That's perfect. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But this though, this is completely inappropriate. The gods fondling each other's tits, that's fine. Oh man. Hindu statement Rajan said in a statement in Nevada, USA Today, said that Hindu deities were meant to be worshipped in temples and home shrines and not be thrown around loosely or dragged around unnecessarily in comics for mercantile greed. Well, that really depends though, isn't it? I mean, some of the Fate Go servants are Hindu deities. Zed, who is president of Universal Society of Hinduism, indicated that Hindu gods and goddesses were divine, and comic publishers were welcome to create projects about or around them showing their true depiction as mentioned in the Hindu scriptures. In other words, here is the only accurate and true depiction and our interpretation. You should use this particular manga and use this particular as our megaphone for our only correct definitive way of depiction of the Hindu goddesses. Seriously? Inappropriate reimagining Hindu deities or concepts of sculptures, symbols, icons, and redefining Hinduism for commercial or other agenda was not okay, as it hurt the feelings of devotees. Oh no! Oh, it hurts the feelings! Oh, how sad! It hurts my fifis! My precious fifis is being hurt! God forbid! Oh, my fifis. My hurt freaking fifis. Oh, man. Rajaz Zed urged Comic Xenon, Comics Inch, and other comic publishers to seriously look into this issue and future planning. Zed states that Hindu were for free artistic expression and speech as much as anybody else, if not more. But faith was something sacred, and attempts at trivializing it hurts the adherents. So what? So what? Oh no, it hurts people's feelings. Don't watch it then. Don't read it then. It's very simple solution. You guys are pretty much going just fine. Persona is literally one of the most popular freaking JRPGs in the entire world. And it has depictions of Hindu deities. A lot of depictions of Hindu deities in there. Not just Hindu deities, Balinese freaking figures even is in there. A lot of figures from many mythologies and cultures being used as personas or demons in SMT's case. And you can still get by just fine. No one is like offending the Hindus until you come in. It's like, hey, your video games or your comic books, if they depict these characters in this way, it's offensive. It hurts our feelings. This is what makes people to hate Hindus. Okay, this is giving you people bad PR. You got a bunch of gamers, you got a bunch of anime and manga fans look at Hindus, and they thought, my God, these people have feelings that can be easily hurt. These are very pathetic people. That's the impression that you gave to them the moment you complain about this sort of stuff. Seriously. But they can't understand that because they're too ingrained, they're too focused on their faith in order to understand the concept of PR, the concept of relationships with other human beings in general. Anyway. Besides hurting the sentiments, any misrepresentation created a confusion among non-Hindus and Hinduism. Insensitive handling of faith traditions sometimes result in pillaging serious spiritual doctrines and reverse symbols. Rajan said pointed out, this is not true. This is inaccurate. Literally, this does not happen. We got a bunch of games. We got a bunch of things depicting Hindu deities for a while now, and literally it doesn't happen. You guys can still do your stuff. Just don't buy the games and just buy the comics. My God. Zed further states that Hindus welcome entertainment world to immerse in Hinduism, but taking it seriously and respectfully, and not for refashioning Hinduism concepts and symbols for personal agendas. Okay? Attempts at distorting Hindu gods and goddesses will be citing of ancient Hindu traditions. He and other Hindu scholars would gladly help if industry needed any assistance in exploring Hinduism, Zed added. Well, we don't really need your assistance. Because we're not, the purpose is for entertainment. It's not to depict the Hindu gods and goddesses as accurately as possible. I'm sorry, but that's just how the entertainment industry works. They're gonna find a way to depict mythology creatures into whatever sorts of depictions and they want, whatever sorts of interpretations they want. But god damn it, you people specifically just made Hindus, giving Hindus bad name, giving Hindus like me a bad name. You've made yourself to look like a bunch of freaking pathetic freaking moral guardians who scream in freaking agony the moment their gods and goddesses, their god senpais coming in, and the moment the freaking entertainment industry decides to depict them in a way that you don't like. Jesus. But anyway, let's move on to Recent Era. Man, it's been a while since I actually get to Recent Era posts. With Final Fantasy 16 be more dark and serious? Will utter follow and abandon anime cringe? You cannot be into Final Fantasy and call any other JRPG anime cringe. You are literally into, oh my god. And characters that are 80 years old but are leaders of cities or countries. Okay. Which JRPG that you're specifically referring to that have that thing? Like, I'm playing Cold Steel 3. Okay, and this is a stark contrast to the Final Fantasy 16 trailer I've just seen. Yeah, maybe because you're seeing way too much on the fact that the game looks colorful and flashy and everything like that, when in reality the game is actually pretty fucking dark. The game doesn't look dark, but it is actually freaking dark. You're just seeing it way too much on the freaking surface level because you don't understand nuance and concept and everything like that, or story in general. I like this new direction JRPGs are going with Final Fantasy. If you want to play a dark JRPG, play Code Vein or something. That's a dark JRPG. I like this new direction JRPGs are going with Final Fantasy 16. More adult and no cringe. Why are you even playing Cold Steel 3 if you don't like the cringe, quote unquote? Hopefully others will follow and abandon the cringe you normally get with JRPGs like Cold Steel 3. A Final Fantasy stan, right? That's what you are, right? You're a stan. You're a Final Fantasy stan. Calling other JRPGs JRPG cringe, anime cringe is fucking ironic. It is the biggest irony of the entire fucking universe. Come on, y'all. $1,400 to $1. I always thought Hindus were generally chill with any depictions of their deities because the religion doesn't really have an absolute dogma or doctrine. Yeah, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Normally get with JRPGs like Cold Steel 3, which I've just reached the final act of after 250 hours. Excuse me, dude. You played this game for 250 hours. You played this game for 250 hours. You clearly are able to induce so much quote-unquote cringe. You clearly be able to induce so much cringe after 250 freaking hours of Cold Steel 3. I think, I don't know about you, but I think you don't really have an issue with it if you have played the game for 250 freaking hours. And I'm pressing X on that. Is Code Vein still worth it? Yeah, depends on the price, but see my review for that. I made a review of it. Things like 18-year-old running countries and comments like 25. Okay, hold on a second. 18-year-old running countries. Are you referring to the prince? To the Prince of Erebonia? I don't think he's running the country at all. It was dad who was running the country. Or maybe you're referring to Chloe from Libro, which I don't think she appears in Cold Steel 3. I don't recall her appearing in Cold Steel 3. I recall her being mentioned, but she didn't really appear in Cold Steel 3. She is pretty much, I don't know how old she is at time of Cold Steel 3, but she is pretty old. She is still a young adult, I guess, in Cold Steel 3, and she is a royal figure. She's very much a royal figure, and Chloe is best waifu for the record. And like 25-year-old being too old and other such nonsense. Well, hold on a second. Comments like 25-year-old being too old. Oh, okay. I think I know. I think I know what specific conversation you're talking about. I think it's talking about uses running this province. To be fair, again, there are a lot of characters who are running province. I don't recall province. Province is not a country, but anyway, whatever. 25-year-old being too old. That's Sarah. You're talking about the conversation with Sarah. Sarah is complaining about how old she is, and oh no, I am too old. I am 25 years old. Yeah, to the standards of literally any other kids, to the standards of class 7 in general, I suppose she is pretty old. Man, but still, it's Sarah. It's freaking Sarah! I mean, Sarah is one of the best Trails girl. Straight up, one of the best Trails girl, one of the top tier waifus in Trails. I mean, who cares if she's old? But seriously. Everything is so tropey in JRPGs these days. Said the person who played Final Fantasy! Said the Final Fantasy stan! What more do you want out of JRPGs? What more do you want? What kind of thing do you want JRPGs to be less cringe? I suppose you can get that out of Western RPGs. You want JRPGs that are less cringe, you go to Western RPGs. You don't want the anime bullshit. If you don't want the anime bullshit, unfortunately 90% of JRPGs are anime bullshit, anime cringe. So I don't know what you're even asking at this point. Jesus. Fanservice unreal again, said the Final Fantasy stan. Unrealistic and ridiculous, and takes the steam out of taking any of it seriously. For somebody who played Cold Steel 3 for 250 hours, I am amazed that you are able to get through the entire thing and take it seriously. I mean, seriously. Like characters to say everyone's names 58,483 times throughout the game when they see them. Bad guy appears out of thin air to say their piece and go, while being really overdramatic and acts like they're in a play. That always happens in Cold Steel, granted, but I mean, you're a guy who says that you played the game for 250 hours, so you're clearly able to endure through all of that. Will we now finally get some realism and blood and people actually dying from wars and fights rather than having all this talk about catastrophes in past wars where no one actually died? Excuse me, people actually die in Trails series in general. Maybe you only play Cold Steel 3, which, for the record, Cold Steel 3 is the Infinity War to the Trails saga. It's like watching Infinity War first before watching the other Avengers MCU films. You made a big mistake doing that. And if you only play from Cold Steel 1 and Cold Steel 2, that is also a mistake. You should also play the Trails of the Sky and Trails from Zero as well before you actually play Trails of Cold Steel 3. A bit of a confusion by freaking Falcom there, but seriously though. Seriously, it's your fault. There are people who actually die throughout the series. People who die in wars even. People who die in straight up massacre. There's one particular massacre that is always referenced in a lot of the freaking games as well. So seriously. But Final Fantasy Stan calling other JRPG cringe is just best freaking irony. The biggest freaking irony. Good job. Oh, it's still more. Hopefully Final Fantasy 16 will do JRPGs what Breath of the Wild did for open world design. I mean, Breath of the Wild is good and all. I enjoy Breath of the Wild, but I don't exactly seeing it, quote-unquote, it innovate open world design. I don't recall it innovating any sorts of open world design. I don't recall Breath of the Wild being very innovative in terms of open world design. In fact, Breath of the Wild actually took a lot of elements from other open world game designs. So I don't see it. I don't see that. I'm not really seeing. I'm not really seeing that particular perspective. And also Final Fantasy 16 will do JRPGs, but well, because it's gritty and edgy and dark and related. If you want a gritty and dark freaking JRPG, go play what's the fucking name? Death and Request is from the developers of Neptunia, granted, and there are anime girls in there, but the anime girls actually get killed. And it's more focused on horror than it's actually just fan servicey sort of game. So actually I haven't finished that. I need to finish that game. But seriously, Final Fantasy 16 could be the death knell of the standard JRPG that can only be a good thing, as the genre is kind of stuck in this weird, creepy vibe with fan service and underage comments and looks. Said the Final Fantasy stan. Jesus, the irony. Oh my god. Oh man. But yeah, there is that. So freaking dumb. Also, What Angry Gamer? Here's the sad state of What Angry Gamer, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to show to you this is the sad state of What Angry Gamer. You see, you got What Angry Gamer, the account, and hasn't been posting any sorts of bad takes or hot takes. It's just Windows 10 Professional, discounted 92% off. Fall software discounts for Windows 10 Professional. Summer sale, Windows 10 Pro. Yeah, a bunch of sponsored ads. And then you got an actual gaming article. So here it is. No Billy. What Angry Gamer with no Billy is just a shill now. A shadow of its former self. It's kind of depressing to see, actually. I do, at least with Billy, granted, he's making a lot of hard takes. A lot of hot takes that he made. But there's energy to it. There's actual energy. There's actual cringe to it. Nowadays, it's just, well, sponsored stuff, deals. It's kind of sad. It's really sad. So, at this point, might as well really play the sad music. Just, ooh, I heard that's copyrighted, so I'm just gonna play this. That's it. This is more copyrighted. Yeah. Very sad. Billy actually tried. Oh, well. This is one of the few rare times where IGN actually, for once, IGN actually made a very cool move. I gotta give huge props to IGN for this. Because seriously though, EA has copy-pasted FIFA Switch for 2 years, so we copy and pasted our review from last year, but lowered the score naturally. So you know what, IGN, for once, For once in a freaking blue moon, you actually made a move that is actually worthy of the freaking wrecked. An actual freaking game journalist. An actual game journalist wrecked. Gotta give props. Pretty funny, IGN. Good job for you. That is indeed how you're supposed to deal with a bunch of these copy-pasting EA stuff. It took you long enough, though. Took you long enough because it's been copy-pasted for a while nowadays. But hey, better late than never, I suppose. Okay, moving on from that. I can't believe I'm asking this, but what is the best video game system to buy for a child, even if you always kind of dreamed of never buying a video game system for your child because, I don't know, game... Seriously, it just move on, bitch. My God. Definitely a Nintendo Switch. Gamergate concerns are perfectly valid. It's not. It's literally not. These people, man, it lives on their heads. It lives rent-free in so many freaking people's heads. Gamergate concerns are perfectly valid. It's not. But honestly, games aren't the problem. Gamers are! Oh. Do I need the dun-dun-dun on that? Horrible. And comic fans are also the problem. Or possibly just, you know, men. Oh. Men! Awful, man. Seriously. Obscenity. 2 dominant races that got caught having sex with a Catholic priest in the church, on the altar with stage lighting and sex toys. Everything consensual, but arrested due to being visible by the public, which is how they got caught. Why the fuck would you want to have sex with a Catholic priest in the church? Why the fuck would you want to do that? Especially in the fucking public. This is dumb. What are y'all doing? What the fuck y'all doing? They got an ad. What? This is one of the times where you have to call the Horny police.
Police! 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 Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police!
Seriously, call the freaking Horny police at this one. Also, speaking of call, I do need...
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Fucking Comanche. Great. Freaking, every single time these sims coming in, I really do need the Comanche to come again. Say, damn, my N-word. How do y'all feel about sexual mutual aids will exist under communism as opposed to... How do you all feel about sexual mutual aid will exist under communism as opposed to sex work will exist? So, are you trying to tell me that under communism, people will get sex for free? People are mandated to get sex. Is this the plot of a fucking hentai? Wasn't there a freaking hentai where it is pretty much mandatory for the female high school students to have sex with the men, with the other high school boys and the high school men? It's the plot of a fucking hentai. What kind of dystopian future is that? Lots of people going, well, it's just sex then. I disagree. Altruistically providing sexual services for people you aren't attracted to because you think a community with access to intimacy and release is ideal and healthier than what we have now is more of a selfless service than just sex. In other words, if you sacrifice your body to have sex with other people who you don't like but need sex, is a selfless service. It is a selfless service. It is a service under communism. Now, this apparently applies to everybody. So, it's not just you people getting the sex. It's the fact that you people will also need to have sex with some people that you will definitely not like. Certainly this person over here. Jesus. I mean, seriously, if this is how people are gonna sell communism, no, no, thank you. I'm not buying into that just because I get free sex for everybody. Okay, no, I do not want free sex. That is not something that I desire. I want to have sex with someone that I actually care for. Call me traditional, call me old-fashioned, but god damn it, it's a fucking, oh yeah, Dropout is the fucking high school, is the fucking hentai title. You people are cultured as fuck that you actually remember the fucking name. I still do remember it. Now that you mentioned it, but seriously. Damn! I'm really hesitant on saying something publicly, but it's really uncomfortable to see Merrick talk about consent. Of course. Of course. Someone who is talking about free sex under communism apparently has issues in talking about consent. I'm not surprised, but okay, what's the issue? When this particular ad and I had to share a hotel with her in Louisville, she had sex in the bed next to us without once asking us for consent to be exposed to that. Well, I can't believe that I have to use this in a different context, but I have to use it in a different context.
Damn, my nigga, that pussy must be ridiculous.
Man, I fucking love that clip. Damn, seriously. Savvy is a bitch. Hey! We got a communist and a socialist fighting on the timeline talking about sex. They're fighting! Ladies and gentlemen, we got a cat fight of communists and socialists. Place your bets. I'm gonna put on the boxing ring. Who is with me? Some delicious communist cat fight. Savvy is a bitch for this who isn't telling you the truth. I kissed someone in the dark quietly across the room from her and stopped when she got up and started texting. When it seemed like she was asleep, there was touching undercovers in the dark quietly. So you admitted to have sex in the presence of someone who is on sleep, who does not consent into being exposed into that sort of stuff. Maybe they don't have to be exposed visually, but the fact that they can fucking hear that shit, hello? I mean, this might be a fetish to some people that on the fact that they have to sneakily have sex with someone who may or might not listen to it, but goddamn girl, at no point was there sex, at no point was there oral sex, there was some grinding.
Damn, my nigga, that pussy must be ridiculous.
There's no sex, but there is grinding. Okay, sure. There is no sex. There was oral sex, but there was no sex, but there was grinding, touching and kissing. Fucking.
Damn, my nigga, that pussy must be ridiculous.
Literally. Undercovers quietly when it seemed like others were asleep. Yeah, that's your fault. These people who are asleep, they don't consent. They don't consent in you being exposing them to. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's it. To say I had sex in front of her is a lie. A straight up lie. I don't even care who is on the right here. I just want to play the boxing ring. Just fight, both of you, communist, socialists. Just fight. Communist, socialist, cat girls fight. I do want to see that. Pay-per-view, $5 an hour. What is that clip from? That is from Luke Cage season 2. That is from Luke Cage season 2. So, okay, what is this? The Haunting of Bly Manor review. Horror with a chilling lack of socks. Okay. Well, I actually haven't seen the Haunting series in general. I've seen the 90s film, the one with Liam Neeson. That was terrible. That was a fucking shit film, but yeah. Ear-jangling accents are the most terrifying thing in Mike Flanagan's follow-up to the supernatural hit Hill House. Okay, why is this on the why is this on the stream? I am no horror fan. Well, so am I. I'm not exactly a horror fan. I'm not really that much of a horror fan. I am quite frightened enough in my real life, thank you. And I stumbled too over large obstacle presented by the fact that ghosts and their ilks do not exist, therefore cannot be scary. It's a freaking TV series about ghosts. It's a TV series about ghosts. Why is The Guardian employing someone who doesn't like horror to watch a horror TV series? This person clearly states that he doesn't like horror. Why do you give it to somebody? Why do you give someone who doesn't like horror to watch a freaking horror film? You dummy. Ghosts and their ilks do not exist, therefore cannot be scary. Oh no, the cope. Jeez, the horror of humanity begins a long way before man's worst efforts. The supernatural doesn't even make it over the fear horizon. Halloween is the most boring time of the year. Paul Joseph Watson, is that you? That really sounds like you. I mean, Jesus. Oh, man. Guardian. The Guardian, what they are doing. Moving on. Hope you're having a better weekend than me. Found out my quote-unquote girl cheated having a fivesome, yes, sex with 4 guys in the bathroom a house party this weekend after taking hours to confess. 2020 certainly hasn't disappointed. Send me social distance virtual hugs. Well, that is indeed a big F. So I'm gonna I'm gonna play the absolute love is over. Love is over indeed. Rest in peace. But seriously though, seriously, your girl cheated on you having a fivesome sex with 4 guys. I don't understand why you people are still chasing on these bitches. These are hoes. These are freaking hoes. Absolute freaking hoes. And speaking of hoes, might as well play that clip. Where?
Hoes mad. Hoes mad.
Well, damn, that is an old ass meme. That is an old ass meme. No, this is
Okay, master.
Let's kill the hoe. Bitch! Seriously, but Host Matt is a very old clip. But seriously though, 4 guys in a bathroom house party. You're not worth. You are much better than that, dude. You are much better. You do not deserve the hoe. You do not deserve the hoe, my friend. You do not deserve the hoe. You deserve much better than that. That hoe can go kill itself. Seriously. Oh, man. Here we go. Here we are. We're one of those. Yeah, fictional minors and everything. Why is this a hoopla every week at this point? Shipping an adult with a minor criminalizes that. Shipping an adult with a minor criminalizes that adult, which is really bad because you're placing false accusations onto those characters. Excuse me, what the fuck? Excuse me, what the fuck? What the fuck? Apparently we can place false accusations on fictional characters now. The characters could be people's comfort characters. So, and you're being really disgusting towards the characters. Oh no, how terrible, how awful. How awful people make up stories of fictional characters. Making characters into pedophiles when they're not, it's really horrible to see, especially if it's a comfort character. Can you define what the fuck is a comfort character? Is this a character that you relate to so much to the point where if you feel so stressed out, if you feel so struggled in life, if you feel so bad in life that you have to come over to this character to feel such serenity and comfort? What? Also, it could be really harmful to neurodivergent people as it might upset them seeing a comfort character portrayed like that. Some characters really help. I just don't get it. Chess.com, get out of the way. Stop playing that. I don't understand why that is. Anyway, neurodivergent people out and bring them a lot of comfort and happiness. Plus, the same goes for you if you sexualize them or make them into an incest ship, etc. It's fucking shipping. Just, oh my god, why are people making a big deal out of this? Moving on. Oh! There was this letter. So there's this letter being sent to JoJo fan artist named Miraside. I mean, she always gets herself into freaking hooplas. It's freaking amazing. But this letter over here is very, very stupid. So, good morning, Mira. I hope you are healthy and well. Before I say what I have to say, I'll give you a little introduction. My name is Emily. I just turned 15. And I've liked JoJo for about half a year now, and it's one of my favorite series. Why are you watching JoJo when you're 15? It's not exactly, I mean, it is a shonen show technically speaking, but it's not exactly for teenagers at that point. Actually, we should just restrict JoJo to, can we just restrict JoJo to 18 plus in general? Like, seriously, there are so many freaking kids watching JoJo thinking that it's the most popular, it's the best thing ever. You people, my god. Anyway, I just want to talk to you about your art. For context, this particular artist that this person's trying to send the email to is drawing not safe for work characters, JoJo characters. Your art is nicely done and the colors you chose are very pretty. The only problem with that is you chose to indulge in the sexualization of minors. JoJo is not exactly kid-friendly. I don't know why this is, why are you, oh my god, this is why we should make JoJo 18 plus. This is why we should make JoJo 18, actually anime in general. We should just make anime in general to be just 18 plus, straight up. Because this is the sort of shit that's been, everybody's been taught, oh JoJo, the characters of JoJo, we should not do that because it's bad, etc, etc. This in it itself is very dangerous for actual minors in the fandom, who might think that it's okay for the characters their age to be sexualized because of how normalized it is in the fandom. Well, the problem is, the normalization, the sexualization of literally any character in any fiction, in any medium ever is normal for pretty much literally anything. So why are you complaining specifically to JoJo? Because it's something that you like? Well, unfortunately, this particular fiction that you like is going to have people sexualizing the characters. Especially with JoJo, there are a bunch of very sexy men in JoJo. They're gonna have a bunch of fujoshis coming in to sexualize the JoJo characters and make them to be their own personal freaking safe space. Their own personal freaking comfort zone to sexualize characters and all of that. Mr. G donated 15 bucks. Thank you so much, Mr. G. That is a God bless you. That is a very most donation, very generous donation. Thank you so much. False accusations of a fictional character, Lamau. Thank you so much for the donation to keep them coming. You know what? I'm playing the blessed track on that one. That's 15 bucks. That is a lot more than a lot when people donate. So God bless you, Mr. G. That is a lot of donation. A lot of donation. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can make it to 50 bucks. Can we make it to 50 bucks, ladies and gentlemen? If we can make it, we'll play the victory theme. If not, well, we'll play the fail theme as well. There's the soundtrack for that. But anyway, where was I? This in itself, it is very dangerous for actual minors in the fandom who might think that it's okay for characters their age to be sexualized because of how normalized it is in the fandom. Again, it is normalized in literally any other fandom, in any other fiction, in any other media ever. And you, clearly, you set yourself that you're 15, which is very sus. Pressing X on that one. And if you are 15, you should probably not indulge yourself in any of these sorts of communities where most of them are adults. Seriously. Don't indulge, or just don't be in social media in general. Like I said, I think I already said this before. We should make social media 18 plus. I don't know about you. We should make social media 18 plus. We should not let any children or any teenagers to not have any social media, or Twitter specifically 18 plus, because it's just a really terrible platform in general and so much porn in it. It's just not safe for work content for kids. 13 years of age especially. That's why we should... Anyway, I don't have an issue with you or other artists or making not safe for work art in general. I am aware that it is not for me, so I avoid it at all costs, but the characters in your drawing should be 16 or 17. So what? So freaking what? I've seen a bunch of characters who are much younger than that being sexualized in literally any other fandoms, and no one bats an eye. It's not even like an issue. And again, unless if you can provide me statistics in how we've already talked about this a lot of times, but unless you can find me examples in how a lolicon can actually progress into real world pedophiles, then you're basically talking shit at this point. I found your art on accident while scrolling through the Panacota Fuga tag on Tumblr. Yeah, you know, if you're going to scroll to a specific character on JoJo, you're going to, especially on Tumblr, you're not just gonna find not safe for work art. You're also gonna find the ships on the characters who are apparently 16 or 17. Again, shipping characters is no different to straight up saying sexualizing them because you like the idea of them, you know, being lovey and dopey and everything like that, which is wholesome at its face value. But let's be real here. People who ship really do want the characters who that they ship to fuck. Also, Tumblr, seriously? There are plenty of adult characters you could make not safe for work art from. Why not use them? What do you mean, why not use them? Maybe they're just not as well designed or as good as these specific characters. At the end of the day, who gives a shit? At the end of the day, who really gives a shit? And who says that the people on the drawings are and the characters are still underage? They could be, they all could be 18 plus for all we know. So seriously. I don't have any issue with you or other artists making not safe for art in general. I'm aware that it is not for me, so I avoid it at all costs. Then do it. Then do it. Then do it. Then avoid them. You have the job to monitor your own social media content. If you don't like that sort of stuff in your timeline, if you don't like that sort of stuff, then block them or report them. Or just say, I don't like this to be interested. And Twitter or Tumblr will say, hey, we're going to show you less of this. It's not that hard. Twitter even has a feature that lets you to turn off any sorts of content that lets you only not let you to see explicit images. It's a thing. It's on Twitter. Use that feature. There's even the mute button as well, the block button as well. Use all of these instead of going into the creator and say, hey, please stop drawing these. Because by the time that happens, by the time you do so, please stop drawing this. That shows jealousy more like. That shows more jealousy instead of genuine concern of, you know, trying to prevent the minors from seeing the god-awful images on the internet. Are you seriously going to, do you seriously think it's going to work? Do you seriously, people who send messages to artists and telling them to stop drawing not safe for work characters of quote-unquote, of underage, quote-unquote, underage characters in JoJo especially? Do you seriously think that they're gonna stop drawing in general? Because I don't think they will. They won't stop drawing. And a bunch of people are still gonna be exposed to not safe for work drawings of a lot of characters in fiction in general. Which is why I said you should make social media, or maybe internet in general, just internet in general should be 18 plus, because it is possible for people to get accidentally exposed by that sort of stuff. There are plenty of adult characters you can make not safe for work art of. Why not use them? It's very sad that I have to beg a 20-something-year-old artist to stop making porn out of my characters that are close to my age. Then don't do it then, you dummy! My God! Then don't do it if it's very sad. It's very sad. Do you know why it's very sad? It's because there are literally 80 other better ways for you to deal with this problem. You don't have to come in and message every artist who draw every freaking not safe for work arts of JoJo. Doesn't matter if it's good or bad. It's just not safe for work. Less safe for work in general. You don't have to come in and message every freaking artist. Jesus. I have no control over your life, but I think that you are trying to control this particular artist. But I think that you should take a step back and think about how your art could potentially hurt someone. So, just because the art can potentially hurt someone, therefore the artist should censor them. No? We do not know if an art can actually hurt somebody. I mean, a blank white freaking wall can theoretically hurt somebody who have issues with seeing a blank white wall. Does that mean that blank white walls shouldn't exist? Why are we trying to appeal to the few percentage of people? Why are you trying to say that we should appeal to the very few percentage of people who feel hurt on the drawings of these characters when most people really genuinely like the drawings? And most people do genuinely like the drawings. So again, just leave. Just don't block them. It's much easier. But I think that you should take a step back and hurt someone, especially younger people in the fandom. I think these younger people in the fandom should get kicked off. I think they should just get straight up booted off. They should be booted off of social media. Okay, they have every right to like JoJo. I mean, that if you're gonna like, I'm not saying that minors cannot like JoJo. I'm not saying that people who are younger enough cannot like any of the JoJo freaking stuff. I mean, my brother likes JoJo and he's still pretty freaking young. He's still in high school right now. I'm just saying, don't be in social media talking shit about people you don't know, talking about not safe for work art and how people should stop drawing them because your fifis might get hurt. How about you don't be in social media in general at all? or maybe go to other social media to talk about this stuff in a much safer manner. Or maybe don't participate in fandom in general. Just like the show and be done with it. Just like the show and be done with it, and maybe talk to your friends about it. Just don't participate in the fandom in general. Seriously. You just donated to $1. Thank you so much. Is Begone Fetus making a comeback? What the hell is going on over here? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. And yes, I think it is making a comeback. I know that you're probably going to delete this email, but get back to me when you can. I hope you like this dancing Gengar gift that I like a lot. I hope you and your family stay healthy and stay safe during the crisis. Well, unfortunately, I didn't get it in the gift form, but well, this is just really bad. This is just don't. Bad. Are we really gonna have the sexualization of minors debate again? Fucking deactivate if you think it's okay to sexualize minors, fictional or not. No, you block people, or you mute them, or you report them and tell people that I'm not interested. Seriously, there are many other solutions to do. People are not gonna stop drawing these characters, unfortunately, for you at least. To the minors who are asking if it's okay because you're also a minor, no, it's not. This is why I said Twitter should be 18 plus. These freaking minors are making a lot of hooplas over stupid, dumb stuff on Twitter. They're way too young to process this, to process not safe for work art on Twitter, let alone freaking politics in general. This is why Twitter should be 18 fucking plus. When is it ever okay to sexualize anyone? That's a horrible thing to do. Why would you want to sexualize someone anyway? Because they're hot? I don't know. Jeez. Can you all shut up? Why are you still making people feel bad for enjoying shit? I thought that was you. I thought you're the one who was doing it. What the fuck? Like, okay, maybe it annoys you. Ever think maybe someone has a hyperfixation? Someone can't help it. Dude, do you have a stroke? You have a stroke. I think you have a stroke. You genuinely have a stroke. It genuinely made me so upset when people are like that. This isn't even funny anymore. Or some shit like, okay, you have a stroke. You need help. Get some aspirin. Jesus Christ. Wow. This got a lot of people's attention. Arc System Works. The person who owned the Arc System Works account is fucking base. I have a problem. Bike and feet already exist that you want to replace. God damn you, Arc System Works. Why are you being horny on main with the people's freaking feet? What the fuck, y'all? You got any info on new games or no? But I have. Oh man, god feet, god damn it. What the fuck y'all doing, Arc System Works? Go to Horny jail. Go to Horny jail, Arc System Works. I'm calling the police.
Police! Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police!
Seriously though, Arc System Works. Goddamn. Oh man. Okay guys, I thought we had an understanding. You just start towing the line. God, fuck. You fucking motherfucker. I hate you. I hate you. I absolutely fucking hate you. You fucking absolute motherfucker. I hate you. I hate you so much. Fuck you. That's absolutely fuck you. It seems like your argument came from your very soul. I'm going to give you this one, but this is the, oh my. I hate you. I fucking hate you. That is not okay. Stop that. Fucking stop that. Stop, you fucking, oh my god. Boo! Anyway, imagine promoting scenes instead of, oh, well, you see, I was just joking about the horny police stuff, but these people are being serious. Imagine promoting scenes instead of alienating potential new players and customers if only Buddy talks with a low effort horny pose. Wow, what a concept. Said the guy with the freaking ACAB tag. Okay. When you said You were horny on main. I thought it was a joke. With the blatant sexism in the Fate Go, what did I say? Fate Go. Fighting game community and Evo. Do you think this is a good idea to force your fetishes on people on a work account? Show some decorum. Jesus, lady, my God. My freaking God. Stop integrating horny with brands. This is how you collect degenerates, incels that push away every other decent person away from the community. No, actually, you know what? Keep on doing that, Arc System Works. We need to push these people out of the community. These people claim that they are decent people, but they are fucking not. These people are not decent people. The horny ones are actually at least honest. I gotta give you credit. They might be creepy. They might be creepy as fuck. You might be creepy as fuck with the feet stuff, but at least you're honest. These people, they claim to be decent. They claim to hide under the guise of progressivism. We need to stop gatekeeping people and women out of gaming, but they are actually just about as horny and just about as bad as these people. These people are freaking dishonest. These people are the ones you should kick away. Kick away out of the freaking fandom in general. Arxis, please stop perpetuating the fucking worst of the anime community. The horny culture, the people being horny on anime is the worst culture, the fucking worst of the anime community. Are you fucking kidding me? Literally, there are many other things that are much worse in the anime community than people being straight up horny. People being straight up horny is fucking Friday. It happens every single day at this point. It's a regular occurrence. It's a thing that you have to accept. If you don't like it, well, unfortunately, you're not in the anime fandom. You're not in the waifu culture. You're not in the anime fandom in general. It's not just the waifu culture, it's the husband culture. People are horny to a lot of people on the side. I mean, have you guys seen last week where the person who was talking about how if you're awful, if you make fan arts of underage characters, and then the person like a picture of freaking Giorno and literally have his ass being shown to everybody, even though he's 15. Yeah, people are fucking horny. I'm sorry, that just happens. That's just the natural biological occurrence to find characters attractive. I'm sorry. This is unprofessional. I can handle dumping Guilty Gear down in Strife, but alienating your audience and legitimately making people uncomfortable. Legitimately making people uncomfortable. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. How much of a fucking normie are you that you have to find feet freaking fetish uncomfortable? This is vanilla stuff. You might not like it, granted. You might not like the feet fetish stuff, but this is vanilla. This is some vanilla fucking shit. Anyone who finds it disgusting is a fucking normie and should be booted off of straight up anime fandom in general. Straight up. But alienating your audience, making it uncomfortable with this style of posting is unacceptable. It is acceptable. You're just stupid. Then you guys wonder why there's not a lot of women and other people joining the fighting game community. There's not a lot of women joining the fighting game community because they're just not interested in fighting games. They're just not interested in playing fighting games in general. I mean, it's very obvious. Do you want to ask women, hey, do you want to play competitively against other players, other fighting game players? They're just not interested. I'm sorry to say this. That's why most of the fighting game community, the women in the fighting game community, that's why they mostly play Smash. Unfollowing. I hate telling people that, but honestly, stop. Bye-bye! Don't let the door hit ya! Jeez. I do not have a problem with horny posting, obviously. No, you do. You clearly, obviously do. You absolutely do have a problem with that. You wouldn't make this post otherwise. But coming from official channels is fucking weird. It's really not. I mean, sure, it has the air of, how do you do, fellow anime weebs and all. But I say Arc System Works does a pretty good job in doing that. They do a very good job in doing the memes and everything like that. As long as the memes are good, I'm not exactly complaining. Has been extra annoying. The Samson Twitter didn't think was that bad, and be real, that's Aurora's character, but Arc System Works Twitter is just forcing it. Oh, how awful. How horrible. I also totally understand the logic of horny freaking... God damn it, where was I? I also totally understand the logic of horny posting attracts a bad crowd. Because I've fucking seen it firsthand, and I think a lot of porn artists will tell you the same thing. Dudes who have drawn a line in the sand about boobs in video games also picked up other whack ideas. So, essentially what this guy tried to insinuate is that if you are horny, if you express your horniness to a certain anime character, or a certain character in general, that means you also pick up certain quote-unquote whack ideas, as in ideas that this person probably disagree with, And this person might insinuate that if you do that sort of stuff, you also might be a Nazi or something. You pick up whack ideas. You're an anti-SJW and therefore you're bad. You're anti-censorship. Oh, how awful. How dare people being anti-censorship in these day and age? How dare they? But seriously, no. I fucking see this firsthand, and I think a lot of porn artists will tell you the same thing. Yeah, clearly it's just by whack ideas, you mean ideas you don't like. That's it. My argument was you aren't in the Sam Show community and don't play the game, so I 10,000% do not give even the slightest fuck what you think about the situation. You know, for someone who 10,000% do not give even the slightest fuck what people think, you sure as hell spend quite a bit in replying to the person. I mean, if you genuinely do not care about this person's freaking feedback, then, I don't know, don't reply to them? I'm just saying. I mean, replying to them implies that you genuinely care. So, how you think this should work? Because it does not, did not, and never will involve you. So, just because I'm not in the fighting game community doesn't mean that I have the right to talk about fighting games in general. Okay, if I do not have the right, then I'm going to show you people in the fighting game community and tell you that this is perfectly fine and acceptable and you're just dumb. Are you doing it? I can also do confirmation bias. I can also do no true Scotsman. All of these fallacies clearly that you're pulling into people. Jeez. Oh, good! Absolute dipshits have finally. Oh, my mentions! My mentions! My mentions, ladies and gentlemen. There's so much people in my mentions. So many freaking people in my mentions. Oh no, my mentions. My mentions. I made a bad take, and so many people in my mentions are upset that I made a bad take. My mentions. For my tweets about the ArcSys Twitter shit, took them about a day to find it. Also, very funny that those types are so dead set on trying to villainize me that they're literally just making up a story about how I personally demanded that the Sam Show Twitter guy be fired, even though I absolutely never said anything of the sort and quite the opposite, actually. Well, I don't know about that one, but seriously though, your mentions comment here is just pathetic, dude. Seriously. Seriously, you made a bad take, own up to it. You freaking own up to it. Like freaking clockwork indeed. Horny posting in official channels encourages people to think it's okay to leave your house with something like this. Yeah. Yeah. Sure, why not? Go ahead and leave your house with this sort of outfit. No one's forcing you. No one's forcing anybody to do this sort of stuff. If you are uncomfortable, then just don't look at it. they just don't look. It's not exactly, I mean, it's not always exactly, they don't exactly show nudity. They just show very exaggerated faces of people enjoying sex. It's freaking eye-go freaking faces. It's not exactly showing the sex part, which in that case you have grounds to be uncomfortable. But seriously though, it's just a controller too. I went into a launch tournament for Sam Show and played with a guy wearing a shirt that says hentai in big letters. We played on stream. Oh no! A guy who plays Sam Show and has the letter hentai in big letters. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible. Holy shit. I should grab my Opie shirt. Can I just grab my Opie shirt right away and just change to the Opie shirt? Because clearly you find it so offensive that somebody wear a shirt that says dirty stuff, dirty things. Awful. Absolutely awful. Not sure why people think bringing their online, yes, I have a crippling addiction to anime porn persona to the real world is okay, but what do I know? I mean, God forbid people express that they like hentais. God forbid. It's their freaking choice at the end of the day. I mean, you can find it cringy all you like, but it's their choice. They have the rights to do that. Man, hentai is art. Yeah, we talk about that. So, oh yeah. There's this. Oh, yeah, there's also this. Gold digging. 19-year-old married her 89-year-old dementia patient, brag about her inheritance. Yeah, this is a hoopla. This is one of the hooplas that was talked about a lot. This is the gold digger on the stream that I'm referring to. But yeah, this is quite the hoopla. So there's a 19-year-old Olivia Stone met 89-year-old Lee R. Hopkins while providing care for him, according to her social media post. Yeah, this person over here has dementia. He literally cannot distinguish between straight up what's real and what's not. It's just unable to figure out reality, what's in front of him. Dementia. You all know dementia. So, yeah, this person over here just marries the person with dementia. And why? Because she wants to have his inheritance. Yeah, that's pretty much it. She's a gold digger. She just wants to have the inheritance of this person. He looks fine as fuck in a tan suit. I love my man. No, you don't. You do not. You do not love that man. You do not love that man at all. You just love him because he has a lot of cash. That's why you love him. You explicitly said that's why you love him. Here are some facts for everyone. He knows my name. Sure. Sure he did. Sure he does. After the car accident, he got his license reinstated and it's still valid because he is competent. Sure. He proposed to me. Sure. I originally said not to his proposal and only changed my mind when I was sent over to him by a supervisor. Yeah, sure. Sure. If you excuse me, I'd like to press the X button. He is almost fully independent. He does everything except his medication himself. Yeah. Okay. I am pressing the X button. X button. He knows exactly who I am when I'm not home. He calls me to make sure I'm alright. His impairment on most any days most any day goes no further than not knowing the date, with very few exceptions. I need to press more X. I got a bunch of controllers here. So many controllers that I need to press the freaking X on so many doubts that I'm having with this freaking person. I'd like to say a few more months if I can. Wait, so marriage within the next year? I didn't realize it was that serious. Michael, if we get married, I will be the sole person who gets his inheritance. See? See? Told ya. She just in there just for the inheritance. There you go. Clear cut. As the great man once said, get money, bitch. Wait, that was me, Lamau. I stand you, sis. Fucking Sims, man. Oh my god.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Oh man, these Sims. I thought it was a joke and it was the grandfather, but it seems like that's actually her husband. Phew, get your bag, girl, I suppose. Yep. So there are a bunch of people who are standing this girl because she wants to get the inheritance of this person who suffers from dementia. I donated to $3. Do people realize that this dude is basically mentally handicapped? How is this even legal? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But don't worry. The story continues on. We haven't done yet. We're just going to talk about a couple of the hooplas. I'm going to piss and shit and vomit on myself. Lee has so much fucking money. Fucking hell. I've literally been homeless before. There you go. Again, another confirmation that she is in it for the money. He has dementia. How is this consensual? Do you know anything about dementia or do you just assume it's all stage 7 Alzheimer's? Well, I know that dementia, people who suffer from dementia are unable to distinct between the reality and what's real and what's not. Seriously. They have issues. They have issues in figuring out what reality is and isn't. They have issues. It's just don't do that stuff, man. Usually he just doesn't know what day of the month it is and calls me Ola. His cognitive stage is not a question at all. Okay, that's it. I'm taking every single controller that I have right here and I am pressing the X button. Here is a controller. This is the PlayStation 4 controller. Pressing the X button. Here's the PS3 controller. I am pressing the X button on that. Here's another PS3 controller. Pressing the X button on that. Here's another PS3 controller. Pressing the X button on that. Here's another. This is the Nintendo Switch controller. Here's the X button on the top. Pressing the X button on that. Man, how many X buttons do I need to press here? Jesus. I'm assuming Ola is his deceased wife. Oh. Okay.
I'm frustrated that the human race is doomed.
I am frustrated that the human race is doomed. You just donated $1. Okay, it's getting late, so I'm probably off to sleep. Just please tell me which point we are in the recording so I'll know where to start from later. Also, have a good day, my pa. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. We are at 2 hours and 46 minutes on the time of this recording, at least. So there you go for the 1080p version. So if you want to catch up, I'm assuming Ola is his deceased wife. Yeah. That's yikes. Why are the replies so hostile? Again, to sum it up, he has severe dementia and she was his aide at a nursing home. She stated multiple times he doesn't know her name, who she really is, and it's just very obviously her taking advantage of the man. in case y'all missing in why this is not exactly an okay thing to do. Yeah, Proton VPN, get out of the way. Jeez. Anyway. Damn, this one makes me sad too. Aren't you engaged? Bro, he could buy the... Oh. Okay. Okay. That is the sort of thing that grants.
Okay, master. Let's kill the whole.
That deserves, absolutely deserves a let's kill the hoe, bitch. Jesus, Echoes Act 3. Fucking hell. I did say the next one will be spicy. Early good night team. So when I'm widowed, do you want...
Go away! Nobody likes you!
Seriously, my god, this person is just being fucking blatant. Just being straight up fucking blatant. No genuine love, no absolute genuine love and care. It's just gold digging. She just wants to abuse this person, just to take advantage of this person and get all of his inheritance and all of that cash and all of that. At the same time, I'm behind his back saying, hey, look at this very attractive man. When I'm widowed, do you want me? Me? Oh, fuck you. Absolutely fuck you. They mad sus. I don't care if you love this man or got him for his money. All that matters is your happiness.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
The amount of stan. I'm amazed that this person even have fucking stans in general. How can you endorse this behavior? That pussy must be ridiculous. My god, dude. Who? Oh, Jesus. Oh, my god. Holy shit, that's my mom's company. She's the regional nurse for that senior living company. Oh my god, she does have details. She's at the building right now. I'll update everyone she gets home. Yeah, what's going on over there at Brookdale? What is this? Apparently a 19-year-old that works for Brookdale married one of the dementia patient residents. I don't know what building it is. Didn't know if you heard about it. Saw on Twitter earlier, but now the article came out saying where she worked. Mike, if you want to add an update or whatever, Department of Health is going to be getting involved because it falls under resident abuse. Absolutely good fucking riddance. I gotta give huge claps to the people reporting this shit. This is abuse. This is abuse. This is criminal. This is horrendous. My god. Glad that finally justice is coming. Seriously. And also, the person's Twitter account is being straight up suspended. Tweets aren't loading, she just straight up gets suspended. So, yeah, good job to everybody who's doing this, reporting this to the authorities, trying to make sure that this person gets processed in the authorities in general. Yeah, good job. Good fucking riddance. Finally, a good freaking ending for this story. Stupid story. But anyway, speaking of... yeah, there's this meme and how it started. How it ended meme. I should probably use that as a freaking... freaking intro. But anyway, how it started, how it ended. You got this guy over here. You got this girl and this guy over here and this cute couple. And then you got the freaking dog. But now it's just the girl and now just the dog. Okay, that's kind of interesting. Bro, turn it to a Christmas tree. but seriously no. This got even more interesting as oh shoot, did I? Oh man, tell me I have the tweet. Tell me I have. Here you go. It gets even more interesting when when the boyfriend actually came out and said, "You cheated on me, Autumn, and give back my dog." Oh. Yeah, that is a yikes. Yikes indeed. But anyway, the I mean, yeah, this is indeed the daughter of Osama bin Laden. So, of course, considering that this is the daughter of Osama bin Laden, and she is posting her pictures on the Twitter, let's call the Horny police. 9/11 wasn't even that bad, to be fair. Y'all overreacted. Wouldn't mind putting my plane between your twin towers. Oh my fucking god. Bin Laden kind of looks like Jesus, wasn't they both around the east? Oh my god. My god, these freaking horny motherfuckers.
Police! Police!
Oh
Police!
man.
Help! Police! Help! Police! Help! Help! Police!
Yeah, and also this clip.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
That pussy must be ridiculous indeed. I mean, it is the pussy of the daughter of Osama bin fucking Laden. I need a lot that shouting the bomb for real, for real. Oh man, these Sims, man, these Sims. But also, my toddler started calling me she. Oh no, how terrible. 6760 $1. What? Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Looking for love, not advice. My 2.5-year-old is a baby. What the fuck is a baby? What the fuck is a baby? And I go by they, but nevertheless, we got a she in reference to me. I said, hey, we got to talk. Do you think I'm a boy or a girl? You're a girl. Nope, I'm not a boy. Dude, you just got outwitted by 2.5-year-olds. You just got outwitted by a 2.5-year-old. It makes me sad that even having a GNC parent and being a baby doesn't stop the gender police from getting in against little one. Those awful gender police getting into the minds of the babies and radicalizing them into thinking that I am a girl. Oh man, you just got owned by a 2.5-year-old. Oh my god, that's fucking pathetic. Holy shit. Actual boss baby. That is the actual boss baby. Literal fucking boss baby. Oh, fucking hashtag boss baby, my god. Doesn't stop the gender police from getting in kids' little minds. Makes me sad to be misgendered by the little love of my life. Oh. 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 You lost to a 2.5-year-old. It's the funniest thing, my god. Oh man, I can't believe you went to Reddit to cancel a 2.5-year-old. Oh man. Oh, that's the funniest shit, man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, even though it's not their fault. We gotta keep creating the world that sees us, fam. Oh my god. You just got outwitted by a 2.5-year-old. Oh man, that's the dumbest thing, man. Oh man. Holy shit. Oh. Probably shouldn't, but Blacktober's credit cringe, not gonna lie. Oh yes.
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word.
I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
What the fuck, y'all? What the fuck? Get that white file. Okay, that is a double. That is a double Okuyasu.
Okuyasu.
That-
I heard it as clear as day.
That is
this
a
sick
double.
fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
He said it. He said it. It's just it's a double. It's a double. It's a double whammy. Double freaking Okuyasu on that. I value animals' life over white humans, but people of color animals are.
Okuyasu. I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
That's not exactly politically correct. Oh man. Oh man. That's not exactly politically correct. But seriously though. Oh, what the? Hey! No!
Okuyasu. I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
No. That is too much. That is I can only take so much Okuyasu. I love to fantasize about a group of white men coming to of my village and raping me in front of my tribe using my tight red pussy for their own enjoyment while my elders watching. Okay.
Okuyasu.
So much
I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck
This is
said the N-word.
Okuyasu overload. How much can we take?
I have a meeting at 8:30.
God damn it, Okuyasu! Actually come in here and help! Tons of water donated $2. Where'd you get that Okuyasu JoJo clip? I literally have no idea. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep up coming. I can post it on Twitter though, but seriously. Why? What are y'all doing? Okuyasu. So much Okuyasu. Holy shit. Okay, at least tell me that this isn't an Okuyasu case. Oh man, so much reading. Okay, we went out drinking last night and stopped to get Taco Bell on the way home. They are doing curbside delivery, so my friend was really hitting on the guy who brought our food out. He was not a bad looking guy and you could tell that he was very nice, but probably not used to getting attention from a girl dressed like she was at 4 in the morning. She actually did such a good job hitting on him that I actually thought I was gonna talk to her out of cheating on her boyfriend.
Okay, master. Let's kill the whole beast!
That is a very bad start. That is a very, very bad start. Straight up. She talked to him for at least 10 minutes and gave him her number. When we were leaving, and specifically told him to call her when he got done at work. I heard him say he would be done in about 30 minutes. Well, it was like 15 minutes later and he called. The phone was connected to her Bluetooth and the guy was so nervous and sweet sounding. When he started talking, she said, I don't even know who this is, and you could actually hear the poor guy's voice start to crack, and then he said they had just met at Taco Bell. Okay. Okay,
master. Let's kill the whole beast!
Fucking hell, Jesus fucking hell. Christ. Big home moment. She then said, poor guy's what started cracking, and he said they just met at Taco Bell. She then said, did I really look like I would stoop low enough to date the guy who smelled like Taco Bell farts?
Shut up, bitch! Oh my god!
Seriously. She then asked him how much money he had. He asked her what that meant and she said, it doesn't fucking matter, you poor asshole, and hung up. Why? Why would you do that? Fuck me. She and my other friend, who are much closer than I am to either one, started laughing and saying how brilliant it was. It was just a prank, bro? Is that it? Is that your excuse? It's just a prank? Jesus. I have no idea what to say. I feel so bad for the guy. They dropped me off, and though I didn't say anything, I'm going to radically distance myself from those two and hang out with nicer people from now on. Yeah, good. Good for you, OP. Good for you. These people are fucking monstrous. These people are fucking evil. Straight up. These people are straight up fucking evil. There's nothing funny about that. Oh no, God forbid that a guy wants to have love was to seek some love and have a girl to actually be interested in the guy. Oh no, how fucking terrible. Yeah, good for you, OP. Good for you. Since I know where he works here, I go back there tonight and tell the guy how sorry I am and how it wasn't his fault my friend played such a mean trick to him. Part of me thinks it's a nice thing to do. Another part of me feels like it's just opening up to a fresh wound and I shouldn't do anything. What do you guys think? Well, she's basically asking everybody on Reddit, say, hey, should I just go to him and apologize or maybe not? Well, she actually did. She actually went into the guy and tried to apologize. So I went to Sunday morning to see if he was there. He wasn't. They said he was working overnight on Sunday, Monday, so I went like 1 a.m. this morning. I had no idea what's his name, what the inside of the restaurant was closed, so it was very weird having to explain to the drive-thru person why I was there. When we finally got it, figured out, they said if I could wait in the parking lot for the guy would come out. The guy came out and he was really quiet. I said something like, this is really weird for me, so I'm sorry if I'm making it weird for you, but I feel really bad for about what my friend did the other night. You know what? OP, that is a very respectful thing to do. That is a good thing for you to do, OP. That is the least good thing, the least that you can do right now to the guy, OP. So good job. Good OP. Good for you, OP. Good for you. He said he didn't even know I was there and asked if you were setting him up for something else. Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't blame him. I really do not blame him. I said, well, I was in the back of her SUV, but I was there, and note that I really wanted to say I was sorry for her treating him like that. He then said, basically, if you thought it was weird before, it was fucking weird as hell that some slut bitch would go out of her way to bring it up again. I really was taken aback, so I was really quiet. He said, yeah, that's what I thought, fuck off, and he went back inside. Well, that's not exactly an appropriate reaction. That's not exactly a nice reaction, but I would definitely say I cannot blame him. Yeah, that prank, quote unquote, was pretty bad. And the guy, I do not blame the guy for suspecting that he might be getting himself into the prank when the OP is genuinely trying to be, apologize to him. Yeah, I cannot blame him, but that was not a very good reaction. That is a really not good reaction. I can't say that I blame him really, yeah. I feel you too, OP. I just wish he hadn't called me names because I don't think I'm either of those things. Yeah, you're not. You're really not, OP. You are actually good. You're actually good. You actually take the effort, a genuine effort. No pranks, no bullshit, none of those sort of thing. You actually took the genuine effort to go in the guy and apologize to him for what your friends have been doing. It's not even your fault. But yeah, you did a good job. So good for you, OP. You're not a slut. You're not some slut bitch. You're good. So yeah. But I totally understand that my friend put him in a really shitty situation that he didn't ask for, so I understand him being mad. And to him, I was pretty much the same person as her. Yeah, again, I do not blame him. I really do not. They're pretty much strangers to him at that point, and yeah. I feel like at the very least, I tried to do the right thing and let him know that it wasn't his fault. Holy shit, you know what? This could be a nice start for a blossoming romance. But yeah. But I can't really help how it was received. I will never hang out with those two girls again, and I have much nicer people I can spend my time with. You know what? Good for you, OP. Absolutely. Gotta give a huge clap for the OP right here for actually trying. It's not exactly... It doesn't exactly go as well as the OP expected, but good for the OP. OP did the right thing. Respect plus on their respect. Mission pass. Respect plus indeed. So yeah, good for the OP. Good for the OP. Much respect. Feel bad for the guy. Guys was not exactly nice, but I can't exactly blame him. So yeah, good for you. Bless OP. Man, we really need more of these Reddit posts where the OP is actually fucking blessed. Where the OP is actually doing some good shit instead of, the bad shit that usual freaking Reddit posts. Okay, what is this? For fuck's sake. Memes are the future currency in the DC universe. I can generate memes. It is possible for me to just generate memes left and right here. Okuyasu is pretty much a meme on this channel. The Okuyasu clip is pretty much a meme on this channel. And by this metric, I am a millionaire. I am a millionaire in the DC universe. I have generated so much memes on this channel alone. So... Far Sector Cyber Noir take on cryptocurrency and crime involves less Bitcoin and a few more lolcats as memes. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. What the... The memes don't exactly end up being worth it for the who committed the crimes. After their arrest, We learned that they were paid a hefty amount in memes up front. How can you even pay with memes? That's dumb. That's fucking dumb. That's dumb. That's dumb. With more upon completion of their task from an anonymous source. The number of memes, Earth memes no less, the rarest and most valuable, was too much for the ats in question to turn down. I can't get myself back on my feet with those. Explain the unnamed. Oh my god, it's memes. My god. Next time you're telling me they're gonna get paid by exposure bucks, trademark. Underneath, the amusing idea of memes is money. Far Sector paints a delicate picture of what desperation forces people and ads to do to survive. In the end, it's the need for memes that is the downfall of the ads in question, and it's the anonymous source with a seemingly endless supply of Earth memes that Joe and Canhas are now in the hunt for. With the list of potential suspects getting shorter, Joe is now one step close to following the memes to find the murderer. Seriously. I think, you know what? How about instead of memes, we have views? Views as currency. Wouldn't that be cool? Actually, technically speaking, views already are kind of a currency today. Views can be converted to money nowadays. But what if we make blogs, right? In the near distant future, we use views as currency. Views will immediately be converted into cryptocurrency. And then the more views we have, the more cash we get. That one is a more interesting idea. Instead of fucking memes. God damn. Okay, what is this? Okay, what is this? How much water you drink? 0 fucking 0. Well, that's basically me throughout the stream, isn't it? 0 water drink. 0 water. 0 water throughout the stream. I'm trying to survive here, guys. I'm trying to survive. Doing my best to survive. Also, 8 more bucks to $50, guys. Come on. We can do this. We can do this. 8 more bucks to $50. My diet provides me all the rich, high-energy water I needed. And I was once addicted to water. Drank at least 5 to 10 cups daily. 5 to 10 cups? That's normal. Isn't that normal? That's normal. Everybody drinks at least 5 to 10 cups. It's normal. Especially if you work out, you drink a lot more than that. That's not water addiction. That's not exactly a water addiction. I drank a lot more than this guy. Actually, it depends on the size of the cup. But it's normal. It's freaking normal consumption. I don't get that's not addiction. that ain't shit. Because how do you get addicted to water? Because I fell for the meme of drinking fuckloads of water is healthy. I got programmed to think water was this natural pill health. Okay, you're trolling at this point. Come on, y'all. I just followed, didn't question. I shut down my intuition. But as soon as I started cultivating my energy, it all started to go away. Well, I mean, if you want to remove your addiction to drinking water, I suppose good for you. But goddamn, dude. Okay, but you need 2.2 liters of water a day to be healthy. More if you're on a high-protein diet, which it seems you are, and you like your kidneys. The recommended water intake is the same as the food pyramid. It's all a scam to enrich the connected companies paying the government entities. Okay. Okay, put in the tinfoil hats, man. Put in the tinfoil hats. I'm starting to liking this conspiracy now. If you eat a diet rich in fat, there is zero need for water. If you need lots of water daily, you're doing something wrong. The mangaka coming in, the MVP of the freaking stream, the mangaka, $8. Should I start working on that TB Appa fan art now with a chat like a double feature with Fam Appa? Kudos. Well, there you go. The mangaka asked the question. We'd like a TB Appa or a double feature with Fam Appa or both. I don't know. Actually, that is both. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. We have achieved the $50 goal for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. It is the victory theme. Congrats. You're winner! You're winner! You're winner! Anyway, there's zero need for water. If you need lots of water daily, you're doing something wrong. If you need to reach diet and fat, there's zero need in water. If you heard it here, folks. There is zero need in water. You don't need to drink any water. Although I can definitely vouch that you don't need to drink water throughout the stream. I haven't been drinking water for 3 hours. And I've been talking to y'all for 3 hours and 12 minutes and I haven't been drinking any water. I'm badass like that. But anyway. What is this? I'm shooketh. Wait, what? your retweet united me with my older brother whom I never previously got made some fucking how. Hey, I'm Brandy's brother Corey. Bro, that's fucking wild. I like your... Yeah, sorry. I'm curious, do you live in New Zealand? I sure do. Do you have a sister named Brandy? Yes. Hey, I'm Brandy's brother Corey. Bro, that's fucking wild. I like your iGo profile pic. I see my kid listed your retweet and you kinda... Damn! Like, thank you, bro. He was the only one I couldn't find to get in contact with, and your retweet literally finally allowed me to beat the dude. That is kind of fucking cool. So, good for you, guys. Good for you. Good good for you. You have been reunited by the magic of Twitter. Oh, that is absolutely blessed. Well, God bless to both of you. God bless the magic of Twitter. It's been shit 80 to 90% of the time, but there's 10% of the time where it's genuinely wholesome and actually reunite lost people, lost family members left and right. So good for you. Good for you. Good for y'all. I hope y'all happy. And speaking of y'all happy, that is indeed the end of the stream. And once again, we have achieved the $50 goal for the stream. So I'm gonna give the big victory team from here. Victory for the stream, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely amazing. Great job. Great job. Great job. Yeah, so thank you so much for donating the stream. It has been an absolute blast. Thank you so much for the donations. You guys are absolutely freaking fantastic. Thank you so much for the questions as well. Thank you so much for joining in the stream. Lots of people staying in tune the stream, about the streams and the memes and everything like that. It's been fun. 3 hours and 14 minutes. Damn, this is a pretty long stream. Yeah, lots of hooplas, lots of memes. Get out of the way, fam. Jeez, stop screwing yourself. Well, there's a bit of a cameo appearance in there. But thank you so much for joining in. I'll see you all on the next stream. I should probably use that chair instead of this one. Okay, take care.